Oh, shoot.
This is a Rick Code exclusive.
Oh, hello there. I didn't even see you. How you doing? Look a little different, huh? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day to be a beauty. And would you believe that we are live? Back once again, episode 124.
Yup.
124. We got another milestone coming up then.
Yeah.
We do?
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything for 125.
Yeah, but that's a good one too. We do it by the Dubz and 5. You know, keep it one, let the girls get that. Listen, man. I was wondering though how it was gonna feel, you know. Shout out to Chef Chad. As you guys may recall, last episode, our boy he laid down the sticks. You know, he said he's about to do something else. So, hey man, we don't do nothing but salute him, love him. Make sure you check him out every Thursday.
Yeah, the
Right.
nigga broke a record the other day for the channel. That nigga did like 400 in like one day.
Oh yeah, no, he been going the fuck up. Listen. So I'm not even tripping on it. You know, gives us opportunity to rebrand, revamp, do some shit here. Plus, YNHT, I started looking at the channel once I started seeing your vision more as like the hub, like RDC World. It's like YNHT Films.
Yeah, they some of the people that I look at.
Yeah, like you feel me? It's
Kev
like
on stage.
yeah,
some other
why?
people.
Yeah, it's everything.
All
so,
Def Digital.
yeah, it's the
Cocoa
pod,
Butter.
it's the food reviews, shit, the travel reviews, the soon to be car reviews. It's a lot, you know. It's a lot to check out on that bit. So make sure you checking out YNHT Films on YouTube. Follow us on all platforms, YNHT Films as well. The Podcast, as well as I said, like I say, how we do it, dropping every Thursday with Chef Chad, my boy Dubz, of course. What did y'all call y'all's?
We got the hotel hopping and the we eating.
Yeah,
where
we
we show
eat.
off the hotels and the food that we be eating when we travel and
For
stuff.
sure. So check that out too.
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Miami start tomorrow. So we got like an airport vlog and
Y'all going to Miami tomorrow?
no, just the videos that we shot from Miami. They starting to drop tomorrow.
Got you.
And then we got this cruise coming up, and we gonna be doing a lot of stuff on there. It's a good 6-day cruise where we hitting a couple ports, and we got a lot of activities and stuff booked for the ship. So we gonna show y'all what it's really like this time, instead of like how we did it last time, where I just like recorded like random shit. I got like an actual.
Hey man, I'm actually excited for it. I'm gonna be real. Like I said, you know, even if I didn't know you niggas, I would still watch all of those just because I like how y'all doing. So definitely, I can imagine other people will too. But we back, we live. I am the Rick Code. Follow me on all platforms, RRCKCODE. That's the boy Dubz.
817.
And as always, we open like always. Like I said, we back. Man, what's new this week? We ain't got no deaths in that, do we?
DJ Unk,
Bro.
walk it out.
We almost made it a week without one, bro. And that man sure enough got announced yesterday. Damn. That man showing up got announced yesterday. Bro, and I don't even know what happened. He was so young, bro. That shit
Yeah, they said he was 43.
43, but that's what I'm saying, bro. When I be looking at these black stats, bro, something up. Something is the fuck up. Cause nigga, we be falling, bro. And it seemed like on a regular basis too, bro. Shout out to Three Amigos. You already know it. Well, we got one for
Yeah, I want to give a shout out. My nigga Yona birthday would have been on Monday, so you know what I'm saying. I got the jack on the table for him again. Just poured up a Tennessee tea.
Tennessee tea.
You know, whenever I bring the Jack Daniels, you know what I'm saying, it's to represent my guy. All right, let me see your it's right here. But yeah, I had seen Say Cheese had posted that he had died. I was like, damn, bro, like that's crazy as hell.
So, bro, a nigga childhood basically just getting destroyed every day.
Yeah.
If it ain't the niggas dying straight out, or this niggas going to jail, and if it ain't the niggas going to jail, then the niggas beefing.
Yep.
I ain't know if you had wanted to talk about it, but I definitely did. I don't know if you saw that Killer Cam shit.
Oh yeah, him and
With Jim Jones, man. What you think of that?
I mean, them niggas been beefing like on and off for a minute. So like them niggas talking shit about each other ain't really nothing new to me for real. But them niggas be funny as hell when they be doing it though. Especially that nigga Cam.
Hey, bro, listen, man. Listen. I seen a nigga Cam. The nigga Cam, nigga did a whole joint, like 15 minutes talking about. This nigga said Jim Jones ain't grow up with him. That nigga don't look. He said, you ain't even from Harlem. I don't know why you rep that shit. I said, damn, bro. What? Nigga said, you from the Bronx. I said, yeah, man, they ain't just gonna tussle it out one time. So what you think about, like, I don't know, man, like, I was seeing something on, like, from this nigga named Ripper. He wanna, I know, you know who Gangsta Williams is?
Nah.
That's Birdman brother. One that has,
Oh, the one that was in jail for
yeah, yep, told on them dead people, whatever. But nigga Ripper, like, he sold on him too. That nigga said, no, I don't hate the nigga. I just wanna have a celebrity boxing match with the nigga type shit. And I'm wondering, like, what you think? Who you got in the boxing match, Cam or Jim?
I'll probably go with Cam.
Over Jim Jones? I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Jim Jones be working out, bro. He been faithful with this shit for 20 straight years. Cam don't even look like he really ever did anything physical to like try to go. So I don't. What I'm saying there is, sometimes when niggas is beefing, I'm always wondering what it is, because if it's not dead, what are y'all really doing? Because like you not finna run up on Jim Jones and put nothing in Cardo, and I know you ain't finna punch the nigga. So what is we really doing?
Yeah. Probably entertainment. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
probably gonna roll some shit out or
They definitely. I think this shit promo. Damn, that shit is actually good.
Yeah, I don't know how they got the Coke to taste like tea for real, but
That's actually good. That's regular Coke?
But when you sip it, it don't taste like Coke. It tastes more like a.
No, nigga, that's right, nigga. I was like, what the fuck?
Cause I was like, how you calling it a Tennessee tea, but it got Coke in it? But now I see what.
Yeah, nigga, I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on, shout out to them. Who made this?
Oh
This
shit, I found it on YouTube, man.
nigga, this is good. Like, this is some This is, you can taste the whiskey, but you can like, it's like this a grown man drink.
Yeah, that was
like this a grown man mixed drink. Like if you had to not get bourbon on the rocks,
yeah.
you get something like this,
Or
and you still
like
not
that.
a bitch. You feel me? That shit good. I like that. I actually do like that. But man, where we starting off, man? Where we starting off?
Oh shit, man. Speaking of battles, I wasn't gonna start here, but you know what I'm saying? You like battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if you familiar with Joyner Lucas's game or not, but
I've heard that name. Ain't he the nigga that did that?
He did the Will Smith song.
Ain't he the one that did that one with the "I'm not racist" or something like that with the white dude, and the white dude rapping in his face, and you telling him why he think he a nigga, and then the nigga was telling him why he think he not, and etc.
Yeah, I remember like the video. I don't remember the song too much because
That's
like,
him, right?
Yeah, like his concept songs is cool, but like I like his like regular songs like more than those type of shits. But he be getting every time some shit go down online, they be like, "Oh, Joyner Lucas gonna make the song from this point of view right here," roasting that nigga and shit. But that nigga tweeted out that nigga wanted to do a rap battle, and URL was trying to see who he was trying to get in with, and he picked Meek Mill.
So I'm gonna say this about Joyner Lucas. Well, I like I said, I'm not too familiar with his shit, but I'm very familiar with Meek. And I'm gonna just say this, bro. I want people, one, to stop playing with Meek Mill, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sick. Like at this point, like I get it, jokes aside, memes aside type shit, you know what I'm saying? I get, who Meek is to the culture, stuff like that. But if we gonna just sit up here and act like Meek ain't rap his ass off at every given time you ever heard him rap, then like don't get me wrong, he got a bunch of corny shit he did on Twitter, but he ain't never did that on no song.
No.
He borrowing shit to death every time he opened his mouth.
Yeah.
He one of the only rappers, I will say, legitimately, that I believe keeps 16s. It's like a few of them, Cassidy, I think Meek Mill keep them. I think who else? I think Wayne. But like it started to get real slim after that. But like if it's not Wayne and if it's not Meek or them, I don't really trust niggas bars like that. Like what I mean is you could pull up on Meek Mill 3 a.m. fucking at a Aldi and he'll have a new 16 ready that you never heard, that's not from a song, that's not from, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, cause like he not reciting, like his shit really, he wrote this shit like 10 minutes ago. Like he one of the only niggas I really believe like that. Cause like anytime you put that nigga in a cypher with them other niggas, they damn near have to just be like, all right, bro, we out of beats.
Yeah, I'll probably throw Fab and Royce in there.
Fabulous. That's
maybe,
another one. Fabulous. Royce, dude, of course, Royce is just fucking a monster with the music, but I don't know if he just keeps 16s on deck like that. Like, I feel like he more of a for the purpose type of rapper.
I don't know. Whenever that nigga be doing his media shit and that nigga be sitting down doing them freestyles and shit, that nigga it be something different every time. Like niggas be recycling them hoes sometimes. Oh, this market ain't gonna hear what I did
and that's
over here with
that's
Flex.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Now
with
I'm
Meek.
at LA Leakers and
that's
I can
exactly
do the
what I'm
same
talking
shit.
about. Right
like,
with Meek. That's exactly what I'm talking about with Meek. He don't do that.
Yeah.
You'll never hear Meek saying, "Yeah, I made this. It's a freestyle." Then he goes somewhere else, and you like, "Wait, I thought, wait."
Was it the game that used to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Like you would hear like bro, we heard this already. Wayne did it a couple times
Wayne
too.
did it too. Yeah,
I think
Wayne
when he
did.
was on Rap City, one of the shits ended up on the album or something.
Yeah, Wayne did
like,
that shit. Man, Wayne was notorious for that shit. Go in the motherfucking the booth on Rap City and rap some shit that's either on a current mixtape or about to be. Wayne was so notorious for that type of shit, bro. Like, literally. It was crazy. Crazy as shit. But, like I said.
I think it'll be a better battle than niggas think, man.
Bro, I just want niggas to stop playing with me. I'm not saying Jordan Lucas can't rap. And I'm just saying, bro.
I think if you would pick a rapper that you would want to battle rap with, because you know what niggas say about battle rappers. Like, a lot of them.
A Texas T?
Tennessee T.
A Tennessee T. Listen, y'all got to try this shit. A Tennessee T. You got to try it. Got to try it.
They be saying them niggas can't make songs, and then they be saying that rappers can't battle rap. Like, Meek got that battle rap background, so if he want to get in with somebody that kind of got like a little bit of pedigree in there, that'll be a good challenge.
We're talking about how can I say this? What's that song he did for the Trillers? The song he did when the money stopped and the money called and they when it all fought this time for the Trillers. It's off the I think it's the Dreams and Nightmares album. Could be, yeah. For the throw my hat when what do they say? When the rain stops, when the money but when that nigga was rapping on that bitch, bro, and he was like, send me on them, Benny on the Any on the Vanny, and like, and I was like, bro. Like, you gotta think of like the pocket that nigga went into on that bitch. Just let me know, like, and I'm on a minute and I spin it, like, and he never stopped. So this is literally just him just going from like here, like, bro, like, that's what I mean, like, okay, so when you talking about battle rap, bro, niggas gotta understand, it ain't, first off, it's not 2001 no more. Yeah. Let's. You're not finna, like, if you're talking about having a battle, especially if you're gonna contact URL,
they replied to him.
No, I know, but they're talking about money. So I'm saying, when I'm saying contact them, like you saying, like, oh yeah, I want to do that. URL gonna reach out because, of course, they a battle platform, and you an artist that's looking for booking, venue wise. But to actually get on URL, you got niggas like New Jersey Twerk, niggas like I'm just talking about the niggas I've currently seen, like not like of course we know how many niggas Daylight, all them niggas, but I'm talking about the niggas that's right now still like right here. The new niggas Swamp, Easy the Block Captain, Shotgun Suge been showing back up. And all these guys is like room shaking with these bars when they put these bars out. Like when Shotgun Suge started talking that shit to Easy about Remy, shit shook the internet. You get what I'm saying? Like
oh, when it first happened?
Boy, listen. Niggas shaking the internet with this shit. You understand? So, what I'm saying is, you're not going in there like, you a bum. I'm fresher than you. I'm on 22s gliding, and you niggas ain't really that fly. I be sliding. Like, nobody ain't trying to hear that shit. That's just a good flow. When you talk about barring niggas, like, what that nigga Daylight said, if I chase a nigga, the Glock breaker nigga, you get the fist, the open hand, or the deuce, rock, paper, scissors. You gotta rap totally different than just that on a track. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm a boss. Yeah, like that's cool, but that shit gonna get you booed out the arena, nigga. Like completely. Like it's a different thing. I'm saying all that to say, Meek Mill, not that he battled like that now, but out of the two of them, he the only one that ever showed that extra level. Cause like that's what it really is. Battle rap is, if in terms of rap, it is like performance art. Yeah. If you think about it, like it's literally the most exaggerative of music. Like right, like when you just want to make a song, I just want to teach finesse. I can make the dope stretch. I'm a big dog. You a lip puppy. That's cool. Boom. That's a song, and it might sell 1 million copies. That shit would never, ever get you no views on a battle rap platform.
Yeah, it's two different types of spitting, but I think if anybody could...
bitch.
Nigga, we cheersed a long time ago.
Bitch.
We tapped the table and everything.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
But I think he one of them niggas that people don't give a shot because his concept songs be way more.
Comments. What y'all think, man? Joyner Lucas, Meek Mill, who y'all got?
I think I would go. I got Meek 2-1.
I'm going 3-0. Bro, I'm listen, as a battle rap fanatic.
I think that nigga could pull a round out, bro. Like,
bro, as a nigga that heard Freeway say, put on a beat personally. And to my homie, shout out to my homie Chris Menz, you know what I'm saying? A nigga that was there when Bill Collector got beat up. My homie. This how deep, I'm just saying, we deep in them battle rap trenches, bro. So when I'm playing it back in my mind, it's more than just what they gonna say. Also, you got believability, sound, how they sound when they say it, etc. I just can't see, like Joyner Lucas, he a back, like, don't get me wrong, and shout out to the backpack battle rappers, like the Thesaurus, Passwords, what's that nigga name? Damn, he just battled Daylight. Who the nigga was? I can't think of his name, but niggas like that, that's like, you know, they got that real nerdy type of voice, you know, that I'm not racist. I'm really not a white man. I'm a black man with a boom. Like, that's just how he rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, versus Meek, and it's like, I pulled semis. I was really beefing with, like...
Oh, you gotta hear some more Joyner Lucas then. Because you can't just go off the concept songs, because that nigga really...
But he got a lot of them. I
think he do like one every project.
That's what I'm saying. He got a lot of them. So
but every project is like way more songs than that, though. Like, that nigga really be...
Okay, so I ain't gonna sit up here and lie like I gotta listen to a motherfucking album, because I didn't. I done
listened to like one or two of them, but that nigga got some like individual like Lucy songs that...
If you don't know, like, subscribe, share. YNHT Films, check that out. Comments.
That nigga got some shit that go hard. Like the song with him and Lil Baby, him and Ty Dolla $ign. Like, that nigga got some shit that it's kind of...
Again, that songs. That goes hard. Again, I don't question his ability to make a song. First off,
I'm not talking about just like the song shit. I'm just talking about him having a little bit more of an edge than like the concept shit, where niggas would consider him like a nerdy, like backpack type of dude. Like, that nigga got some shit for the streets.
But what I'm saying is, all right, so in a classic battle rap format, it's usually 3-minute rounds. 3-minute rounds basically equates to 32 bars or something like that of material. So we talking about 2/16 of eye-catching material 3 times, to where a nigga like, I can't believe I've never heard nothing like that. I've never heard Joyner Lucas say something that made me feel that way.
You gotta get familiar with his catalog, man. Like,
I haven't heard a bar he's ever said that made me feel that way.
He up there with the bars, man. That nigga can rap for real.
Give me his best quote.
Oh shit,
like your favorite joint. When you heard it, you was like, I can't believe that nigga said that.
Like, I ain't really like good off the line shit, but like, it's a couple songs off the shit that he had with Chris Brown where that nigga was going off. And that one shit that I was just talking about, that one album where he had Lil Baby and Ty Dolla $ign on there, like, that nigga was going off on that hoe. And I don't think that album had one of them concept songs on it. I think that was just like straight up, just like rapping.
No line up, I know. Meek has a lot of quotables, right?
Yeah, I definitely listen to Meek way more than I listen to Joyner.
That's what I'm saying, bro. In a battle rap,
but he got like more songs.
So what I'm saying is, the way battle rap is really kind of scored, because I just be, you know, just for the pure science of it, the way you just think about it, the most quotables, it's like boxing, right? Like, you could knock a nigga out and win the fight, for sure. Like, they love a good haymaker. But the better way to go about it is, of course, tap on the chin, tap, move around. The battle rappers right now, and I don't know if Meek Mill is going to be to that level, are throwing all taps, but every one of them is a haymaker. Niggas like Geechee Gotti, niggas like Rum Nitty, can't forget Loaded Lux, niggas like that. And I know Meek be tapped in with that side of the culture, is what I'm saying. Joyner, he don't got that, like he
Who
never
did Joe
hit
battle?
me. He battled Hollow the Dunn and he got murdered.
Yeah, he did. And I think
on Total Slaughter and got murdered.
I think Jordan Lucas would fare better than Joe Budden did. Like as a rapper going into the battle rap shit, I think he would fare a little bit better.
Listen, all I'm saying
I'll
is
give him. I'm only giving him one round. I got Meek winning, but I'm gonna give Jordan one.
Like all I'm saying is, you definitely want to at least consider the battle rap schematic, because the fans decide who won by reactions and shit. And that's what I'm saying. By that regard, we can look at it and say, okay, from a Meek Mill or otherwise standpoint, it could be a bunch of different things that nigga Reagan. I don't got no understand right now. But no, it could be a bunch of other things that people can like take from that. As a battle rapper and a person that did battle, he has the edge there. It's just. And again, that's not saying Jordan Lucas wouldn't do better than Joe Budden, but Joe Budden got murdered.
That nigga got swept.
Yeah, like murdered.
Wasn't like, the mics fucking up and shit? And
that's what I'm saying. To say, oh, he could do better than Joe, well, that's not saying anything for real. You see what I'm saying? Like Joe Budden could get murdered. Joe Budden, which is a barsmith. Like, niggas hate on Joe. They don't give Joe his credit. They think everything is pump it up or some shit. But no, Joe is a barsmith that got murdered. And I literally never thought I'd see no shit like that just because of how good Joe was on the tracks. Like, I remember the first time I heard, what was that shit?
I think Joyner better.
What was that shit?
Better bars than Joe.
It was a song. It was an 8-minute song. I forgot the name of it. It started off as like, I'm stuck between platinum and pop. Underground, mainstream, platinum and flop, backpacker, same thing. So what is it? It's dum 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 dum, something like that. I can't remember the name of it. But what I'm getting at there is, when it comes to that translation, as good as them niggas sing, when I say worlds in between that shit, nigga, Hollow the Dunn made Joe look like he had no, he was like, who granddaddy is this, bro? Like, why does he rapping like this? Like, it's like, and I never saw you again. I see you again. You won't be saw again. All right, get this nigga out of here, bro. Like, we don't want no more of that shit, bro. Listen, that battle rap shit is different, bro. And all I'm saying is, if you gonna go against a nigga like Meek, who we recall rapping his soul out with them nappy ass braids, he been putting them flows together. It's a different world, bro. Just you gotta respect that.
Yeah.
If you don't respect that, I don't know, man. Jordan might be in for a real long night, bro. Like, I'm talking, he may not recover, because that's the other thing about battle rap. Battle rap can put you in obscurity. Shout out to niggas like Calico, who made it back out that hole. But for a minute, Calico was dead. And when I'm saying Calico, talk about when he battled Loaded Lux. If you recall, when Loaded Lux did that, you gonna get this work shit, and it was, one with the caskets and all that shit. The nigga was Calico. Think about what that clip did. Jay-Z come in on it. For a second, it was no reason to book that nigga.
Yeah.
He couldn't get from behind them bars. He had to literally go find himself. And when he came back, nigga started growing his hair out. He was getting dressed and woo. Not saying like Calico ain't that nigga because Calico's literally right now probably, if I'm being honest, when we not adding Loaded Lux in them in there, Calico probably my favorite battle rapper right now. And I love Ill Will, I love people like that, but Calico, he just always got it. He rap like a grown man. Put it like that. Now, he raps exactly like a grown man. Like how a grown man talks about stuff, that's how he rap. But in battle rap. So it's like, oh damn, he translating that. What the nigga said, to Hitman Holler? The nigga said, he said, you good. You good. What he say? He said, I never said you couldn't rap. You good. But I said you be doing a bunch of funny shit. Damn, how that shit. I gotta remember, man. I gotta stop smoking so goddamn much. I can't remember none of the battle raps I want to right now. The nigga say, what the nigga said, I ain't want to be bootlicking to be in cahoots with you or some shit like that. I can't remember. I'm gonna remember this shit though. But nonetheless, the thing is, yeah, man, Jordan Luke is gonna have to, yeah, man, he got first off get his money up. Like I said, the URL, that's the biggest platform they got right now, battle rap. And like getting on there, I don't know if you seen Drake, bunch of other niggas did some shit with it too. So it's like, nigga, you could like really lose your life. Not your literal life, but your metaphorical life could be gone.
Yeah.
Fucking around on that battle rap stage. Remy Ma, whole relationship getting fucked up. Her whole career image being destroyed, how it is right now. That came from battle rap. This shit is big. Zulu, lay down. What is you doing? You can't climb up out of there. Lay down. Look at this nigga looking at me. Like he's just gonna get this nigga. I told you, man, them niggas smart. He know that fucking thing right there. He trying to open that fucking latch. You see this nigga? I caught you, nigga. Lay down. Get your fucking hand down. That nigga trying to open that latch himself, bro. Hey, man. Shout out to my dog. But no, man, I definitely got Meek, bro. What else we got?
In the full sweep. Oh man, shout out to the battle rappers, man.
All of them, bro.
Free the wave. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my girl Yoshi. Yeah, definitely free the wave. Because again, y'all know how I feel about fucking Ricos. So once again, fuck everybody that ever participated in the Rico.
And he was one of the better battle rappers that could make like actual songs. Like,
oh no. Bars wise, Surf was that guy. He was literally, because I remember he I remember when he started fucking up, and then he just started like getting it together when Caffeine came around, and so I was just hurting the motherfucker that he got taken away from his momentum, because Surf really had been battle rapping for like 15 years before he got to this point. Contrary to what like they, you know how niggas just think everything like, no nigga. I remember when Surf got murdered by Big T. Shout out to Big T, and we thought it was over with for a nigga. Then, like I'm talking about back when, nigga, I was still battle rapping my fucking self. Oh yeah, I used to battle rap too. I won a couple. I lost a few. Not because I didn't have the bars. I couldn't remember the bars. So I just freestyle, which that was cool, but it was never enough. You know, written versus freestyle just didn't work. But if I couldn't remember it, I just spit something. I could do okay, but it was always gonna be that repetitive shit. You know, I put a hole in this nigga. I've been showed this nigga. I've been told y'all can't toll this nigga. He ain't a toll road, but I make that nigga pay. He better toll on me, nigga. Like that type of shit. But it's cool. It ain't gonna get you to battle though. Yeah. Not when a nigga saying some schemed out shit, and it's like, your shirt, this tie, funeral matching. Like, okay, yeah, it's different, you know. And that's what I'm saying, bro. But yeah, no, like I said, shout out to The Wave for sure, free him. Although, you know how that shit go. So, real crip nigga. Shout out to all the real Crip niggas. When I'm saying Crip, I am referring to only their current disability status. I don't know what they do for a living or how they get it. You feel me? And I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. Just want to be clear. But free to serve, free long way. You know what I'm saying? Free a bunch of them, my guys. You feel me? Shout out to the Blue Gang. You feel me? I just be doing my push-ups because you never know. But I ain't associated with nobody. We just out here getting it. You feel me?
Yes, sir. So I seen this post by my nigga T Speed, man, on IG.
Who was that?
He a dude from out here. He did some shit for the radio. He right now he putting together a movie or like a series called Brothers to Enemies. He did some casting out here. It should be in production or wrapping up production by now, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all be on the lookout for that shit. But he do like social commentary too. So he seen this post where this girl was like, man, I've been talking to this dude for about a year or whatever, and everything is going smooth. And we started talking about going serious. But he found her old OnlyFans from before they started talking, and he cut everything off. So like right when they was supposed to lock in, and he like, man, I guess he did his due diligence, and he wanted to vet her real good. Boy, that nigga came across that old OnlyFans, and I don't know what she was doing on there, and I don't know why it wasn't deleted altogether. Period. But
well, let me start off. Like
I know the digital footprint of motherfuckers.
I was gonna say, let me start off like this, bro.
Your shit still be on Reddit like a motherfucker.
I was just finna say, bro, when OnlyFans came out, one of their big platform things was basically security with your content.
Yeah.
That was like, I remember it clear as day. You know, at the time, I may or may not have had a couple hoes, you know what I mean, that I was trying to help be great, you feel me? And that was one of the biggest things, the DMCA, DMCA violations and shit. So the thing that became of OnlyFans, though, is once OnlyFans became a bigger platform, naturally, what you expect is piracy. It's like anything else. But this is, of course, all sex. Bro, when I say this, I don't take no pleasure in saying it, but when I say there's very few OnlyFans girls with OnlyFans content that I can't find for free, very few. And when I'm talking about few, I'm saying the only persons that you probably can't find the OnlyFans content is people with small followers. If she got less than 10,000 followers, you probably can't find her content. Mainly because, of course, whoever these niggas is that do this shit must not have heard of her, never seen her, et cetera, et cetera. So if she stays, the thing is, like, shout out to my girl Ose. I be trying to tell bitches all the time, like, it's a certain pocket you need to stay in if you're trying to really get the bread and be able to keep your anonymity.
Yeah.
You literally, like, if it takes you like rocking a fake profile pic or something, it's like cartoons, so niggas don't like readily follow you. Only the niggas that know, or whatever, you gotta figure it out. And it's free game. I don't even like doing this. Honestly, I swear to God. But the thing is, you could find any like I would go so high as to say probably 90% of the OnlyFans content on one platform or another, or multiple, could be multiple, but at least one platform has that content other than OnlyFans. At least one other one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care who it is, don't care what she got, I don't care how good her DMCA lawyer is, doesn't matter. Because niggas got smart with the game. So niggas is doing shit now where let's say your name is like Magic, right? But the nigga spell it like M at A G 1C. Right? So your DMCA, look, you got to pay them for this, by the way, when they doing these searches. So every type of search they do and shit like that, that's a cost. You would have to know that variation, then search that variation out every time to always ensure nobody uses that. So it's basically like you got to copyright everything associated or even something that will be created with it. Now think about that from a real large scale, for real though. Like really think about it. They got, on some of them, they be like, I don't know what to call it. Question mark. That's the name of the video. What is it? It's Miss B Nasty getting railed, right? But we know it's all Miss B Nasty. It says B Nasty right there on the what is it? What you call watermark?
The watermark.
Yeah, the watermark. It says it right on the video.
Or they be reversing the OnlyFans thing.
Right. It says it right there. Right? So we know exactly who it is, but she could never search and find that if she wasn't just clicking and scrolling and happened to find it. She could never, no attorney would ever be able to find that. It's not under anything associated with her name. It's not associated with anything associated with a brand. It's not even associated with OnlyFans. It's a video that's posted that says, I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying this, I'm being serious, bro. There have been women on Twitter that I have paid attention to, is the word I'm gonna use. Because I never like fuck with these hoes or nothing. But let's just say, you know how it is, right? You got certain accounts. Oh, okay, boom. No OnlyFans links, no nothing. I'm not even looking for any, right? Like, whoa, or thinking nothing of that. Been doing something else in my spare time, you know, curling or whatnot. You get it, curling, right? And come across her whole shit. And I wasn't even looking for her. It wasn't like I was trying to find it. It's just literally the way the site algorithm work or whatever, I ended up seeing it. Like, let's say, boom, like one of the categories was like, you're like secret freaks or something. Boom, that was the name of the video or the name of the thread that showed the video. And then it's just like girls with small accounts. That's why I said you can still find theirs. It's just harder because somebody got to know when to put it out.
Yeah.
But as far as their accounts go, secret freaks, boom. Her whole shit make you look at her different. You can't help it because now I done already seen your asshole. I done already seen, get me?
Yeah.
So when we talking, even for me to talk to you, first I'd be like, hey, you know your shit on such and such, just so we can talk. Otherwise, because it's going to feel weird for me to start talking to you, and I literally already know exactly what your pussy look like, but now I'm trying to act like we both is just meeting for the first time. Bro, I can't tell you how many times that's transpired, bro.
I seen a bitch spitting all over some shit.
Bro.
She trying to play it cool.
Bro. I can't tell you how many times. Bro, when I said it's so many chicks that, again, and I'm not talking about the 10,000 plus account OnlyFans bitch that's promoting, not a caramello bitch, none of that. I'm talking about a bitch. You might just know her from Spaces. These bitches, like, let's say one night she was on some timeline up shit. She posted something a little sexy, whatever, boom. You know how these bitches do. I done seen bitches that don't got an OnlyFans at all on a certain site. Just because
I know somebody specifically that she pretty popular on Twitter and probably on the gram too. But I was trying to tell a story one time and y'all niggas didn't let me tell it.
Well,
because y'all thought I was wilding, but like she was a part of that.
She's a part of that game.
Yeah.
Who the bitch?
Huh? I'm not gonna say it on here.
No. Like, lean all the way over though. We don't want no mics in this shit. Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't getting this.
I'll just show you.
All right, text it to me. Yeah, text it to me. That's what you do. No, don't text it to me. I'm on live. But
Couldn't do it without you.
just write it in your text and then show it to me. Deal? Let's do it. But no, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Hey, bro, it be real. Listen. So, I'm saying all that to say, if bruh met the bitch a certain way and it was supposed to be, you feel me? Like, we all loving and Dubz in the castle. I'm trying to think for myself because that's how I feel just seeing your shit before we talk. Like, we could still possibly talk, but because, how can I say this?
You a year in, and it's like a...
It's a very peculiar thing to talk to a bitch that's got her own from a romantic standpoint. Like, for a nigga like me that's done managed a few bitches in my lifetime, you feel me? It's not so much a big issue for me, but I think for a lot of guys, period, just it's gonna always go back to the old adage. Like, niggas don't want no shit that everybody can had. They just, niggas is territorial, bro. Hey, bitch, it's a double. Yes, it's a double standard, ladies. Before we even get into it, it's a double standard, and it sucks for you, but it's reality, and it's not gonna change. The same way y'all got double standards that work in y'all favor, that's not gonna change. It's life. Would you? Let's say you wasn't married right now. Would you take a OnlyFans girl serious? Like on some, I want to get married, have kids, yada yada yada.
Like knowing she
Could
had
you?
one.
Well, let me rephrase. Not would you? Could you ever see yourself? Could you ever see yourself that way?
Like finding out how old dude found out, like talking to her for a year, or just
That
knowing from the
or
beginning.
both. Like both. I want to answer to both. I want.
If I've been chopping it up with you for a year, like I'll probably give you a shot. But if it's some shit that I'm knowing off rip, like I can do some business with you. I'll shoot your shit, but I'm not gonna. We could probably fuck around, but I'm not gonna like.
Why though? Why you not gonna take it serious?
I mean, shit. For the most part, like this shit is out there, depending on how big your platform is. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. I'm walking through the mall with you, and it's a nigga that subscribed.
It's his words, not mine.
That's like, hey man, when you did that one scene, and I'm just sitting there like, can I get a picture and shit? Like, you want to give it a picture because she was giving a nigga some head, bro?
Hey, bro, and bro, this the thing, bro. It takes a certain type of nigga to be able to compartmentalize that.
Because I mean, from the old girl shit where she was like, she did it a long time ago. It seemed like she was just trying to get a little quick buck. You know, some people just do it to try to see if they can blow up real quick and get some quick bread, and they ain't even really serious about it like that.
Speaking of which, man, listen, this for my Twitter bitches specifically. I want to make this PSA, man. Look, because no, I get sick and tired of this shit, man. Listen, it's always the same game. I just want bitches to play it different, right? So what you usually see when a bitch that wasn't an OnlyFans bitch thinking about converting, she posts something. First off, she'll start talking about it. OnlyFans, yada, boom, boom. And then they always do this little thing where they're like, if I started an OnlyFans, would you follow? And I'm like, bitch, go ahead. Bitch, you want to sell it, go ahead and do your thing. Like, I hate these on the fence, teeter-tottering ass bitches. Either post your pussy online, bitch, or don't. But nobody, like, this whole discourse, and I'm not saying that to say anything is wrong with either or, because that's not my lane. I'm the Pope, right? I just, know. But the actual behavior of it is like, it's exacerbating because they do it all it's the same play. It's woo, woo, woo. Oh, would you follow me? Boom. Then they start posting little risque pictures.
The sideways.
Right. You feel me?
Where they still got like some clothes on, but it's the sideways view.
You get me? You just seen it too.
Then
After that, it be
they'll get a lot of likes or they'll get a lot of retweets, and then it's
then
like,
they do the
hold up,
same
I could
joint,
probably.
but with the like emojis or some shit over woo woo woo. Then after they drop that hoe, they get that initial boost. Sales go up through the roof. They get that cake, and then what happened? Most of the niggas that was subscribed, unsubscribed because I done seen your pussy already. I don't need to see it again. It's not another pussy next month. So
Yeah.
So, you know, only like the niggas that subscribe to you. I was almost about to give a hoe just straight pimping, bro. I can't do it. I'm gonna say this: a bitch that subscribe or got subscribers, got to get them to return. So what inevitably happens is
you gotta go a little bit.
You gotta go a little harder. And it always go the same way.
Now you was just in the shower. You had the rose. You know what I'm saying? You done did all that. You done maybe squirted a time or two.
Right, we done seen that a couple times. What else can you do?
You ain't doing enough.
That's how them hoes end up with 35 dildos and shit. Because what else can you do? Becomes the narrative. For most of the niggas that's gonna stay subscribed, they putting in requests. The bitches gonna tell them. Fact over fiction. You know it. And for most of them hoes, it be mind over matter. Because in they mind, if the nigga don't mind, it don't matter. Until it do. Which most niggas is cap about. I hate a flogging ass nigga. Fugazi ass niggas. I hate them niggas. What they be cap about, niggas ain't really finna take that bitch serious. You gonna try it, then you gonna be fucking off on that bitch. She gonna feel away because you was really her person. Then you gonna go do the shit again. That's what most of the niggas do.
Yeah.
Cause they can't really take it. The only niggas that really be like, yeah, oh with it, you gotta have some cuck in you. You got to have some cuck in you.
Yeah, that's why, like, shit, the nigga with the year, like, he got the right to be like, shit, I don't want to do this shit no more. But some niggas gonna be like, shit, fuck that shit.
You got, bro, right. Well, right. Well, similar to everything else, though.
And they didn't really say like what type of shit that she was doing on there. You know, some people got the OnlyFans where they in bathing suits, or some they just naked. They ain't really just doing nothing crazy.
Well,
and that's probably why hers probably didn't pop off the way she wanted it to, because thinking that you could just be fine and naked, it's not really the recipe.
And that's what most bitches think. Most bitches think, I'm gonna be fine, I'm gonna be naked, and all these niggas gonna pay for it. Not how money works. Not the pussy selling game. Niggas want something for dollars in the pussy selling game. It's very rare that it's nothing.
Yeah.
Very rare. Very rare. But back to the theme of it, if I found out my bitch was a OnlyFans bitch before I met her, it shut down. Me personally, I ain't finna leave my bitch. If we'd already been together for a year, I love how that, man, listen, niggas be capped. I'm gonna tell the truth. Listen, my dick fit this bitch perfectly. We've been together for a year. Like that, literally, that bitch fit like a key, literally. Pop, every time it's the right time, right? And every time it's the right, you feel me? Like, nigga, you think I'm finna leave my bitch because she used to have an OnlyFans?
Probably had like 4 posts or some shit where it wasn't even
I wouldn't
crazy.
have cared. Bro, I wouldn't have cared if she did her whole motherfucking thing. Especially if it was solo content or something like that.
Yeah.
Because here's the reality.
Which most of them are. Like
Right.
a large percent of them is solo.
Here's the reality. Here's the reality of that. As it relates to like most bitches and like OnlyFans, or like a nigga being like, cause like most of that's ego, right? Like a nigga don't want to fuck with a bitch cause, oh, I don't want to be out here with Tiana Trump. All these niggas done seen how she get down. All these, well, right? Which is their prerogative. But see, my mind work different. Cause that same bitch might not have OnlyFans, but I wonder how many dick sucking videos is in another nigga phone of my bitch. Probably some. Right? So for me, it's not the same context.
Your shit like paid. Her shit like paid in full when that nigga was playing that shit in the club.
Bro,
everybody done seen that hoe, even though it ain't online. Nigga.
Bro, and it'd be like that
a lot. Hit the group chat.
Right, it'd be like that a lot, right? Like a lot of bitches make a lot of videos and a lot of niggas share. And we know this because we men. And we know how niggas get down. We just seen niggas do it. Hey, bro, look what this bitch just sent me. Boy, that bitch fine as a mother. We done seen it. So, inevitably, to me, if you not fucking a virgin, it's not really, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, if you feel like that, then in my mind, go get a virgin. Because even then, it might not be 100% that nobody never seen it.
Yeah, somebody done.
Right? I mean, but again, that's from an ego standpoint. It all depends on what level you at. Now, that's not me saying the same thing as to say, oh, I would marry a porn star bitch that used to get gangbanged by Brian Pumper and Lexington Steele. No, that bitch that's a dub for me, personally. And it's not even that she was like having sex or something, like it was recorded. It's more so just like, I mean, I don't feel like I got anything to offer her, personally. Like I can offer her love or something like that, but sexually, we ain't really, listen, you gets down. I ain't gonna really want to fuck you with my homie, so if that's the shit you was into, because again, that's the shit you into, and I ain't got nothing for you, right? Look good on camera, but not for me. I can't picture myself doing that and seeing how it goes. That's just me though. So I personally, it'll be a wrap. I mean, it's not like it would be no wrap. For a year, man, we done locked in. We done been a couple places.
We done did some shit. Like,
bro, if we YNHT,
you done bought me some clothes. I done bought you some shit.
You done caught me a few things and shit. Like man, I don't give a fuck. Listen, first, again.
You got an anniversary coming up. Like,
bro, we on our anniversary shit, man. Listen, a lot of people, and not men or women, just people, period, are too infatuated or too engulfed by what people think about them around them. And it is most times always detrimental purely because keeping up with the Joneses ain't a phrase for nothing. And it's not just about money. It could be anything. People try to keep up with the Joneses relationship-wise. Bitches be trying to be like, oh, whoa. So I gotta, and it's like, bro, look, I ain't telling the motherfucker how to live. I ain't saying you supposed to do this, that, and the third. But you do. You really should decide in your heart what really matter to you. Zulu, is you good? This nigga always doing something. This nigga so extra, bro. But you should really decide in your heart what really matters to you most when it comes to what you want to see in your world. Because niggas die a lot. And, bro, you wasting time out here faking the funk. That's why so many people getting divorced. That's why so many DL niggas. That's why it's so much. Because everybody wasting time faking the funk. And it's like, all right, bro. I'm not finna, nigga, I like what I like. And I'm fine with it. I don't care if you, woo. I like a bitch that already sucked dick before she been me. Nigga, fuck all that. You can teach a bitch anything. I don't want to.
All right, so that boy Hove done teamed up with some company from South Korea, and they giving fans and music lovers the opportunity to buy in and earn royalty off music. I should have drank that water out. It's all good though.
Yeah, you bad.
So music rights owners, they could sell their shares to people, and fans can buy like fractions of other songs and shit, and possibly make some bread off that shit.
Wait, so Jay-Z is basically doing with royalties what he did with Tidal?
I guess you could say that.
So what? So basically, he's making it where people can purchase the rights of ownership
Of a song, like shit, what's shit that came out recently.
But how many people?
Well, they breaking it down in shares, so I guess it's only a certain amount that's going to be available for everybody. Also, I don't think they disclose like a number of shares or anything like that yet. But I'm thinking that it'll kind of be kind of similar to like what the people was doing when they was just selling off their music to like one company for a certain amount. I think they might make just like a certain amount available to where people could buy in. And but I'm interested to see how like is it like Billboard that's gonna decide like how high it is, or like is it gonna be like streams or what?
So
I put a little bit of too much in there.
So as I'm thinking about this, I mean, this is a brilliant move by Jay-Z, like from a value standpoint, because it basically makes songs like the stock market.
Yeah.
And at that level, that makes you having a song so much more than just having a song. Because it's like from an ownership standpoint, like let's say boom, from a master standpoint, you own shares that you're basically, so people own the shares. From a value standpoint, you would still get the pay out of that. So it's like an additional payment
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at it as.
schematic, if you think about it. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, from a payment standpoint, you can make a song, go platinum, woo, 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 woo. And then, depending on how many shares you have, when your ownership, of course, all of it is yours. So, every time somebody buys the shares out or something like that, that's a different value. Additionally, since it's like a track thing, you can make money double time because depending on the value of the catalog or something, you could always wait till it dips, buy it at a lower value,
Yeah.
and then you see what I'm saying? Just like a stock.
When
Like,
they get put in a movie or something,
right,
or a
you
commercial,
get me?
then
Yeah, you just buy it back. Like,
yeah, I thought that shit was fire, especially with like the music industry doing like them all them layoffs and shit that they've been doing at the labels and cutting back that they've been doing like the last like year or so. Like you have to figure like
oh no, labels
some-
is definitely trying to do whatever they can do to stay relevant. The thing about labels is there'll never be a time where like people are saying labels are struggling. I think the music industry is struggling but they're struggling more from a schematic standpoint than a commodity standpoint. What I mean by that is, as a commodity, music is still the it ticket because I mean, it's one of our our five senses. It's like you only got technically, you know what I mean? The arts, you only got the arts for real. Like other than us living, that's all you got. You got the sounds you can make, you feel me? The things you can touch, etc. Yeah. So melodically, music is always going to be a commodity. So whether it's this label or that label, is really irrelevant because it's gonna always be a lane for a record label because music cannot die. It is literally one of the studied one of the biggest studies they have that people don't know about is just the effects of music on people's bodies and stuff like that from a hertz standpoint. There's a actual mathematical theory on what makes you like a certain whatever. Like it's a certain note for everybody that resonates the best with them, et cetera, et cetera. And mathematically, the frequencies and things like that are able to be calculated based off of how the waves and the sound length move. And the faster they move, of course, the higher you get it. You know what I mean? All that. But the label that figures out what to do next, and this could be it, they're in for one of the hugest paydays we've seen because you got to think, bro. We lived through the conversion of the digital era, so a lot of this shit is really unheard of, even right now. Like, think about it like this way. Why didn't a record label start Spotify?
Well, they bought into it after it got...
After. But why weren't record labels already focused on making a platform to distribute this music?
Because I don't think they had an idea how to monetize it outside of like the physical copies that you could put in stores and shit.
Right. My point. That's what I'm saying. Labels are just always very rudimentary. Business as in general, whatever the issue becomes, most businesses fail because the people behind them believe in the old guard too much. Labels, this how it was done, this how it's supposed to be done, this how my daddy did it. Spotify said fuck all that. Made them even cut out the middleman. Labels just not figuring out how to get back in the game with artists because they didn't have to get rid of these 360 deals. Niggas don't want to sign shit. So now the new play is distribution, right? So everybody getting these. Jello Ball just got one, right? 8 million guaranteed, $13 million contract on a distribution joint from his label. Why is your mic smoking?
Nigga, what?
You don't see that?
No.
Maybe it's the smoke from here lingering on top of there.
So I was like, nigga, what?
Yeah, because I'm blowing it that way. It's sticking to that. That's what it was. For nigga, I could see the smoke coming out that hole. I was like, what the fuck? But record label wise, once again, you're talking about blockbusters, really. Right? And they got the opportunity. They had the opportunity to buy Netflix. That's how archaic they was with their way of thinking. Yeah. They said they had the actual, unlike these labels who didn't, they had to buy in after the fact. Blockbuster actually could have owned Netflix, the whole platform, whatever, could have bought it and shut it down. And they said, fuck them, that shit ain't going nowhere. All together, bro. Like, they didn't even want to do business with the niggas. They thought this shit was a joke.
Now niggas sitting in their crib and ain't got to go nowhere to see movies.
So, I would applaud Jay-Z for his forward way of thinking, is what I'll say. He's definitely not getting old. Oh, yeah, by the way, age isn't why you get old. The reason why people get old, the only way you ever get old is when you stop. That's what most people do. Most old people, when you think about them, the reason why they're old or considered old to you is because at one point in their life, they stopped. They didn't care about the new lingo. They didn't care about the new fashion. They didn't care about new. You feel me? And that's why they're old. They don't relate. When you see a older person that's still like, you like, good for her, right? We see one of the vibrant, happy 67-year-old white ladies, and she's still dressing to the nines. And you don't think she's old. You know she's not.
Yeah.
Right? That's the difference, right? That's why people get old. I'll never get old because I will never stop being or trying to do something or look at something or wonder something or want to be a part of something. At least I don't expect to. But, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think from an artist standpoint, I don't know how it works out for the label, but depending on who you are as an artist,
yeah, you might eat for real.
you could, because again, value of a share is all determined by the market value. So let's say something like Bodak Yellow, Cardi B single. If you had to break that down into 1 million shares for a diamond record, what would one share be? Value-wise, for you to own a percentage of that record. I would say like $1,100 or something. You see what I'm saying? So 1 million times 1,100. What's that, like 1.1 billion or something? Like value-wise? It could be. I mean, I'm just saying, when you think about, because you got to think about redistribution and research, circulation, all of that.
Yeah.
Especially when artists die and shit like that.
And the streams go up.
Oh, that stock value going up like Tesla's did, nigga.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it go, man, because I want to know how niggas gonna get paid and how much it's gonna cost to get in, and if artists is gonna be mad when they shit come out lower than they expected it to be. Like, let's say it's like normally like 100 a share or something, they shit be like $12. Like, a nigga be mad at the motherfucker. Like, man, I'm a big artist in this. It'll be something else for them to cry about online.
I mean, from that standpoint, I don't feel like they're gonna be able to, because the only reason artists are able to cry now is because they have a scapegoat. Your value of your song is not based off of you, it's based off the market. If the market tell you this shit ain't worth nothing, then guess what? You suck. Right? Like that, from that standpoint. Because, you know, it's always been the big hurdle of artists, or it used to be. The issue used to be getting popping. Right? It took a lot to get popping. A lot. Like now, all it takes is like a good Instagram setup or something, a couple retweets going viral,
a nice little cosign from somebody.
A nice cosign from somebody. Cam Bennett post your video, and all of a sudden, you know, boom, you up. You really, but yeah, no, to get pop, you gotta sit there and think. Back, niggas was getting CDs and shit. $3 a sleeve. With the sleeve, $4 a CD. 100 CDs cost you $400. 100 of them bitches. You will never be popping if only 100 niggas know you. You need at least 10,000 of these CDs. That's 40 racks. Off rip, just for you to get the music, to give it to a nigga that's gonna frisbee that hoe. Or not listen to it at all. That's just for you to have a promo for. You need a 40 ball just to get 10,000 CDs. And again, 10,000 sales is nothing.
I mean, if you selling them at $10, then
yeah, that's if you sell them at $10. But that's what I'm saying. Now you got to convince a nigga to purchase a CD of a nigga they don't even know of. You might be able to get them off at $5, right? You're making $1 off every CD. So you still getting a return on it, right? 40,000 to make 10,000, great conversion. right? It's a great. I mean, right? It's a great conversion to make $1 off of it. Cool.
Yeah, Houston niggas did that shit for a minute.
Right. That's still a good flip, but at the core of it, you needed a 40 ball to be able to do that. That's a great
and then
flip.
them niggas was going to other markets and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's ride to Louisiana, drop them hoes off up here.
Right.
Let's go up to Dallas and drop them hoes off over there. Like,
Right. But that's what I'm saying.
We in Arkansas with it or Oklahoma. Like,
so the label was a necessity in that, right? You had to go through from rite of passage standpoint. So most niggas always was able to blame the label when they wasn't popping no more because
they ain't putting no money behind me. They ain't,
whatever reality
I ain't got
is,
no promotion.
Like, yeah.
My last album did 250,000. This one did 30.
But from a distribution standpoint, from a promo standpoint, that's true. But Jello Ball showed you when the song is hot, it will go 1 million views on its own.
I think he was signed before they dropped that shit.
I think it was too. I think it was all
because it was like that weekend we heard it here. Then like Monday or Tuesday he got signed. I'm like, y'all niggas already did this shit, bro. Y'all niggas not fooling me.
Oh no, it definitely be a part of the EPK rollout for sure.
That nigga push that button on that song over the weekend, made that hoe go viral, and it actually stuck. And now you can announce that y'all signed him. Because if that hoe flopped, they wouldn't have. If he would have been getting roasted about that bitch, they would have been like,
But see, the only reason I don't think this is because I heard the unfinished version. And the label would never have let him play an unmastered record. They just wouldn't have. It's too, because they understand, what's it called? The supply and demand. I'm gonna call it. I don't know what it's called because I haven't read the term for it. But like they understand the supply and demand curvature of the arc of time that you have from when a product is introduced to when it's no longer sellable. They understand that precipice well.
yeah, they already got that nigga out there performing at games and shit.
Right, right. But they would have. But see, we heard the unmastered version, and then we heard the mastered. I think the reason why they signed him so easily because he already had a big ass fan base. Jello got 3 million followers on Instagram alone. So from a business standpoint, they really couldn't afford not to, and that's where labels are right now. They can't afford not to do business with certain people at this point because the influencers have changed the game in a way that we haven't seen. You've seen on BET and shit like this shit is nigga. The
they got their own shows,
right? Like,
reality shows,
like they celebrities, like in their own right, they celebrities for doing nothing but being celebrities. But that's what they do. So if he got that type of pool already, like I said, shit, that label saying that shit tweakers was gonna go up with or without them. Niggas that start playing it at the club, the unmastered version, before they got it. And then he released it on Spotify. You feel me? But that's just that. But label wise, yeah, it's not a lot of money to be made like it was back. Because again, they controlled everything. Now they control very minimal. So it's money to be made, but that's on like distribution contracts and
are you doing it yourself?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's so from a share standpoint, especially for underground artists, that could be a big thing as far as people being able to support you or you being able to generate capital.
Yeah, especially if you could get in on it just by like registering your song like you normally would.
But the thing is, only thing, now this is me just getting to the other side. Only thing I don't like about it is it's too many hands in the pot. In my personal opinion. That's not me hating. This is my personal opinion as an artist now. That was me for a podcast objective view. And this is me putting myself in the mind frame of a nigga selling this shit. It's too many hands in the pot because from an ownership standpoint, if I do want to own this song again, what does it take for me to get everyone to sell their shares? See, when it's a label,
Yeah, well, if you like a Taylor Swift or like
you feel me? When it's a
Drake
label,
or something,
when it's a label, they never
care.
care. They just, it's all about the bottom line. They'll sell it back to you for the right number. They don't care, right? But if you a Swiftie, being able to own 50% of a Swift record might be one of your greatest accomplishments in life. You're not selling that back. They don't want to sell that back to you for no amount of money or an exorbitant amount of money. Or, you see what I'm saying? Like, in labels, they just want to do business. That's the difference. The label own my shit, but they just want to do business. It's a bunch of niggas that just don't even give a fuck, or you can't even contact them, or whatever. You feel me? Like, whatever. Like, again, I got a song that's got 1 million shares. That means it's a million potential opinions about when or what I can do with this song. When it was Def Jam, it's just the board members at best. You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't no bunch of opinions on what we gonna do with this song or how this song finna go. It just is what it is. Look, catalog worth 100 million. For us to sell you back your masters, we want 110, whatever the fuck. Negotiations open, but or we want 150. You negotiate them down to 110, whatever the fuck it is. That's one thing. It's one entity you pay. The share value also, ownership wise, as a company, if you are the CEO or something like that, like they own the rights to this company. When you go public, you're no longer owned by a private sector, of course. So as a public entity, you're responsible or at the mercy of the shareholders and the board members at all times. What is just Def Jam, it's just Def Jam. But 500 people own rights to your song. They got say over where you can and can't perform it, when you can and can't perform it, how you got to do it, who get this. You see what I'm saying? Somebody want to sample it. How that go? Somebody, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
how that work?
They fucking running GameStop your shit.
How that work?
Hey, we heard it's gonna be coming in at this, and
Right.
everybody
You see what
start
I'm
buying
saying?
in.
Right, they start
get
buying
their
in.
bread, and
You
then
can't
sell
even
off.
buy it back. They got more bread than you do. Exactly. Bread, boom, they coming up, boom, they done put so much bread in it, the company worth fucking billion. Like, nigga, how the fuck, on paper it is, though. You can't buy it back. On paper it is. How you gonna buy it back?
When everybody sell their shit off.
Right. You would have to, you feel me? Like, nah.
Now you paying extra for
Bro, now we got what?
you know, from a million to
Again, 1 million, bro. You got a million opinions. Again, now of course those million people as shareholders, if we keep the equation of the market, when you own stocks, you're not like a part of the conversations like pertinent, but the board members are. So they would have to establish a board member trustee group over each song. You see what I'm saying? Or you're gonna have to make the board of trustees the platform. And they get to decide. You see what I'm saying? It's still gonna make it where you don't have any potential fate in this. When it's a label, like I said, it's a direct deal. So most of the time it's just, hey, we want, okay, to get you out this contract. Your guy there did it. He bought himself out of cash money. You could never buy yourself out of, you see what I'm saying? The stock.
yeah.
Like Twitter could, they could, but they couldn't buy themselves back into value. Like when Twitter was worth 54 billion, Twitter didn't have 54 billion. That's the share value. So the owners of this bitch got more power because you can't even buy this bitch back. How you gonna do it? Elon can, Twitter couldn't. The nigga from Twitter didn't even get that much. He didn't get 54 billion when he sold it. That'd be distributed through the company. So from an ownership standpoint, I think he got like 12. He can't fucking buy Twitter back. That shit gone for him. It's over. So that means every song you do that with, it's done. Like I said, I don't even know if you had the rights to perform it at that point. Because you no longer have ownership say over what happens with this song. From that standpoint, from a share value, what's stopping record labels from purchasing the interest of these bitches?
And that's probably what some of them gonna end up doing.
Right, they gonna turn it into Zillow.
Because back when they used to have CDs, they used to buy them hoes up and.
Except now they not in a contract with you. You're in a contract with the company to make this song a share, and they're the primary shareholder, which makes them the owner of the actual song. From an opinion standpoint, they never have to sell that back to you. Because they're a shareholder now. You see what I'm saying? Like, in a contract, there's more than likely going to be a start and end date from a record label standpoint, even if they own your masters.
Yeah, we need 3 albums.
Right, we need 3 albums,
frame.
and then boom, we're gonna own the masters until 2050, at which time it'll regress to a mechanical royalty, and you'll get whatever the fuck. Right, that's usually how that go. Mm-hmm. As a shareholder, that wouldn't happen. The record label just own it. As long as this platform is booming and the market is, they just own it. The only way you could get it is if you buy it back. You can't sue them for it. They bought it fair and square, and they could have bought it at a discount. So they heavy in it already. They could have bought that bitch at a discount and pumped it up. Shout out to Joe Butt, right? Was like, right? Fucking buy pump it up. Throw that bitch into the next joint. Bring it back.
Man, just imagine if that nigga did that shit back when it was in You Got Served and all the motherfuckers.
Bro, imagine if he owned that bitch.
Man.
Like, imagine if he owned that bitch straight out. It'd have been crazy.
It ain't no way that hoe just went platinum last year, bro.
Bro.
Like, no.
0 chance. But it could have, because again, from a spin standpoint, y'all remember it was a mechanical song, technically. Not a mechanical, but a physical copy song, technically. So technically, it would all depend on how many copies was bought of the physical. And at this point, because of the time frame, because when You Got Served came out, like 2008 or some shit?
No, like 2003, 2004.
So, what, right about that time, they started doing the MP3s, whoa. Right? So, this wasn't really Napster shit. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
So, right? So,
because iPods and shit was like, right.
The physical copy, right. So that's what I'm saying. So after a while, like, well, yeah, so I could see, because the only place they probably was.
Yeah, because the little Walkmans was.
Yeah.
They was out of there.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like 05 for real.
Right. It was a dub.
If you didn't have like the little
MP3
player.
The MP3 player, you was nobody. And then you definitely wanted to have a Zoom.
Yeah, and then you could put like your music on the game and shit. So you could download it onto the Xbox or the PlayStation and shit. But yeah, definitely a rap. But I gotta see how it go first. Niggas keep asking me to rap again, bro, and I'm not doing that shit. I don't think. Like, niggas is begging, and I'm like, bro, like I'll help you do it, but I'm not. Like, music just not in that space for me to where I would even want to try to jump back out there and try to make a career out of that shit.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot that go into, like I said, I would need to see it. Like I said, it sounds beneficial from a business standpoint, but like I said, that's from a top-up standpoint. If you the artist in it, that shit get tricky. Cause like I said, if you a label, if you already with weary of labels, nigga, this gonna be labels time too. And then like I said, ain't nothing stopping labels from Zillow and that shit. Warner Brothers can come through and buy up it. You feel me? What's stopping them? What's stopping UMG from doing it? Cause it's just shares.
Yep. Buying up stocks from other label
Yeah.
artists and shit. Like, We're not gonna let y'all niggas eat off this nigga.
Right, and then they just start trading with each other. Pump the value up so crazy, you can't even
going to war with each other. Like, hey, nigga, I bought this many shits at the weekend. Shit, nigga, what you gonna do?
Right. And then what that means for the contract standpoint, for the ownership standpoint, because record labels had these contracts with these direct artists. Now these artists are supposed to be able to, so you got to do that through the label anyway. Label on person, you feel me? So now the label got to get divvied up, and then they got to cash out a share to give you back royalties. I don't want to have to do that. When I could have just went straight to Def Jam and told them I want out of this contract. Now I got to get out this contract. For me to do that, I got to go reach with them. They got to reach out to the board of trustees. Then they got to approve from a, you see what I'm saying? From a cut, like the company never going to approve that. Why would the shareholders want to let you out this contract? No matter how much money you have. Unless you finna give them an absorbent amount of money. A label might, just because it might hurt their reputation or off the books. Businesses, sometimes they dissolve contracts, which is what ended up happening with Meg Thee Stallion because of the optics. Mm-hmm. It hurts 1501 to be in the media that way. To not do a deal, to get me, it just hurts them. Def Jam doesn't want that negative press. Birdman, when Birdman was accused of not paying niggas, that hurt Cash Money. You don't want to side with Cash Money now. He didn't pay Wayne. Why would he pay me? But to that same caveat, now you're saying add that in with the label? I mean, with the people? And that's going to get tricky from the opposite side, because what happened when the label didn't pay the artist the correct way? From a shareholder standpoint, when they take a lawsuit, do all the shareholders get notified, you feel me, of that lawsuit based off of that song for copyright infringement? Are they required to appear? Or they, you feel me? Like, it's a lot of things that's going to be coming in part with that.
If you sample somebody's shit, do they automatically
That's
get shares?
Not right. And if they do, is it a fractal share? Is it the same share as the other one? Why would it be? Why would it be? That become the thing.
Yeah, man, that's some wild shit right there. I definitely want to see how it go. I want to see if some niggas invest when they roll out to see how it work for them first, and then I don't know. Depending on how shit might cost, how much it costs, you might want to.
From the rollout, it's gonna go good. It always does, right? Any startup, best time to invest in a business is when it's starting up. Like so the first niggas is gonna go great for. It's the once it becomes established, right? Because it's the same thing that happened with Spotify, right? When Spotify first came up, artists was in love with Spotify because they had a structured one where they could just release music directly to Spotify, boom, 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 boom. Once Spotify started doing more business with labels doing, they changed their whole skill on how they pay niggas, royalties, boom, boom, boom. So that you see niggas like Meek Mill, like, bro, I don't get nothing from this streaming shit. 1 million streams pay a nigga like $6,000 or some shit. Like, it's, right? You need 1 billion streams just to even see a good check off this shit from the way it's set, from how they pay per play. Mm-hmm. So now artists is like, fuck Spotify. Because they got biases. They putting certain niggas on rap playlists that they not putting on other niggas, and they don't know why they not getting on the playlist. And then they got favorites. They doing favors for the labels. They taking people off of there, not allowing them to stream. Except, artists is like, fuck Spotify now. But I'm old enough to remember when niggas loved Spotify. Because it was an unheard of thing. It was like, we cutting out the middleman. And not only to realize, Spotify just added a middleman.
Yep. Seen that nigga Polo G was like, man, I'm thinking about starting to stream in the future because I heard they be making more than the music shit. I was like, shit. That nigga, man, what's the nigga, T Grizzly? That nigga, Eating like a motherfucker off that shit.
He basically done converted. He don't even want to do songs no more. Yeah.
That's all he got with J. Cole that dropped recently. That whole man.
But he don't be trying to do, like I heard he was doing something. He helping. He said one of his people make $20K a month off this shit. So imagine what he making. You see what niggas like Casanat getting for it, and then they doing these partnerships. And,
yeah, it's a nigga that be going live in Dallas on YouTube like a lot.
And then that's also minus the fact that with these streams, these niggas get tips and shit. So you really can't count all the bread.
When that nigga had like 50,000 to like 75,000 subscribers, like he in the hundreds now, but like when he was like lower when I first like seen this shit, nigga would like show his shit because niggas be like, you ain't making no bread. Nigga, I made 15 this month. Nigga, pull up the shit. Oh, my bad, I made 17. Like, it just off live, nigga. Like, shit.
Off live.
You ain't got to come up with no bars, nigga. You ain't got to pick no beats.
This shit is all hilarious or whatever the fuck it is. That's all they doing. Yeah. When you look at it from because again, you got to go diamond just to see 60,000 on Spotify. By the time you got 10 million streams, you might have made $2 million off nothing else, just the tips when they buying the fucking shit, the markers and just to get the comment, all of that. And they loading that shit up. You probably already made $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
So we saying 60,000 to 2 million. Yeah, if I'm Polo G. Yes. You got to get 10 million plays on Spotify to see like 60 man. You fucking right, I read a stream.
Sitting in the crib. Got your little setup.
Set up, I'm playing the game. Bro, I'm
move.
playing the game. We vibing.
Nigga smoking, chilling.
Smoking. But bro, what label can't call me about nothing?
8 o'clock, I'm live.
You can't call me about nothing, label. Literally.
Hey, we need that album. Hey, man.
I'll get to it. And that's probably where T Grizzly is. He got the label. He pushing the label back. Is it? That's what you probably finna start seeing a lot of lawsuits from the labels on these artists not fulfilling their contracts. Because see what a lot of these artists is doing, the City Girls, etc. They don't want to make music no more. They got in a branched off on platform. Carisha don't want to make no fucking songs. That take time. You got to go to the studio. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that?
You got to write something or you got to tell somebody
right,
what
you
want to
come
rap
up,
about
right.
so
you
they can
come
write
up
it
with
for
it,
you.
or read that book. Why would I want to do that? When I could just do Carisha, please. And all I do, you gave me cue cards. I just sit up here looking fine in a motherfucker because that woman's so motherfucking fine. It is astonishing how I don't know, and I know she got work done, but like the way her shit look, I'm not talking about her body. I'm talking about her skin. Hey, that lady's so pretty, man. It's just ridiculous. But to me, that's to me. But and I don't even know why, because it's not really one of my jams. But that's a smoke show. That is a walking smoke show. But from a distribution standpoint, she getting paid straight from Revolt, whoever fuck, stream, boom, contract, yada, yada, yada. All she do is show up, sit her pretty ass on the couch and ask questions and laugh. Or go to the studio for 5-6 hours a night. We in this bitch trying to come up with something. Nigga, we done did it, nigga. You don't make music just cause you want to. You gotta find the right beat. You gotta find the right tempo, right sound. If you making the beat.
Yeah.
Nigga might have to make the beat. Then you gotta find the right sounds, the right vibe. Boom. That's you waiting on that. Then once you get it, now you gotta write it. Might have to rewrite it. Even with recording.
Yep.
The recording.
And then you got niggas that you gotta kick off a hook to put somebody else on.
Right, like
you wrote the hook, but somebody else gotta sing it, bro.
Right,
like now you arguing with them.
Time consuming, man. Like Yes, I will say that. Like, yes, when you talk about making music, that shit is time consuming. And when you talking about again, like you just said, these niggas, well, I could sit my time, whatever I'm doing, I could stream this shit. Even if I am making a song and I'm T Grizzly. Now, what?
They set these cameras up in the studio.
Right.
Give me one in the booth.
Right. Right. And we turn that to a documentary. So why wouldn't I? Like, that's just what. But yeah, no, that Jay-Z shit, I don't know. What else we got?
You don't got nothing?
Well, I'm starting it off with what I started off with. Then I got my Twitter topic.
Oh, we can hit that real quick.
Oh, well, I mean, right now, shout out to Honeycomb Brazy, by the way. He just signed with Cash Money. So, from a dating world perspective, this is a Twitter topic. You know, it came from my spaces. Shout out to my space people and things like that. But let me ask, so, dating-wise, could you ever see yourself in a situation where you like to see your partner get hit on or something like that by other people?
I mean, shit, like, I wouldn't mind. Like, it's been times where, like, me and the chick I was talking to would be somewhere, and I'd be, like, over here getting something, she'd be over here, and then the nigga go over and be like, I'll look back, like, she'll handle it. Like, go back over there. And
So you think that's like a kink type of thing?
maybe for some niggas, like, but I can see where some niggas might be intimidated and shit. That's why they be like, it's hard for some niggas to have a bad bitch, because that insecurity start kicking in. But some niggas might feed off that shit and be like, that shit fire. When I get her back to the room, it's going down or some shit. Like,
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that you would consider that to be cheating if they were to pursue like if like let's say you was a person that likes to see your person talk to people. If they hit it off with somebody, is that considered cheating if you send them over there?
probably not.
No, well, the reason why I'm asking, because one of my co-hosts, shout out to Victoria, she was saying that she likes to see her dude get bitches. But she's never had a threesome. She's never had, like, any type of relations with a woman. So we're not talking about actually getting these bitches. She just likes to see him, like, be able to get these bitches. See what I'm saying? And so it got me to thinking, like, oh, naturally. So, okay, so what happens if I walk over there and then I'm talking to a girl that end up being a girl of my dreams? Right? Like, what is the outcome for that?
And now you number two, or you just not in the rotation at all because you sent me over here to talk to this chick.
Right, well, that's the thing. She was saying, again, the person doesn't fuck with him or doesn't get a chance to fuck with him. And
then that's just a waste of time then.
right, but see, that's why I said, could you be mad if that person linked back up with that person? And she was like, yeah, because that's still betrayal because you just talking to him. We're not supposed to.
Just keep sending me out to go holler at fine chicks.
And that's what I was saying. I'm like, bro, I don't like this. And then niggas was like, you crazy? Because I'm like, bro, I don't play stupid games like that. Because, nigga, I just put myself in the mind of this. How I'm supposed to feel if I go over there to talk to this bitch, and this bitch is more than likely she already attractive, right? That's the only reason you want me to see me talk to her. And she just into all the same shit I'm into. We just hit it off. She's perfect laugh, perfect smile, laughs. She's well mannerable, but she knows how to talk, got a good choice. And I'm supposed to just walk back off and be like, yeah, let's go fuck now. I don't know, man. You might be setting me up is how I feel. Like it's a dirty game for but a lot of chicks, and again, it's like a 60-person space plus. A lot of chicks on there was saying they like to see it. They like to see they nigga in that element work a room. And I'm like, do bitches like secretly have like a kink for like niggas cheating on them? Right? Rabbit hole shit, right? Because hear my line of thinking out, right? The average bitch will tell you, she don't want no nigga that don't get no hoes. The average. That's on average, right? Extremes for both, but majority of the time, bitches don't like niggas that don't got bitches or don't get bitches. So from that standpoint, this is, to me, just the evolution of that and what she's doing, in that she likes to see her nigga get said bitches. But
I'm not.
all bitches want a hemothy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not shooting my shot with blanks, bro. Like if I'm going out,
Bro, we shoot guns. But you see what I'm saying? Like all bitches want a hemothy at the crux of it. Hemothy always is associated with poor people. So with her saying something like that, well, she's like, again, she doesn't like cheating. She says, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it got my brain to moving on. Like, what's the psychology behind this?
They want you to be Steph behind that 3-point line, but Shaq at the free throw line. Like, nigga can't make shit. You can shoot it, but it ain't going in like a motherfucker. Like,
right, but see, that's what I'm saying. So it's because and when you take the step back glance, that's what bitches want, right? They want a 6'5", $200,000 a year nigga with a perfect smile that knows all the right shit to say and is always mannerable and woo woo woo, right? That's one of the most highly desirable guys in the motherfucking country. But they want that nigga to only want them. And their ego is that like I got him. Like I got the him out this shit. But naturally, the opposite of that, of course, is the not him, who is the not get bitches nigga. Because again, that's the undesirable nigga. So whether you like to see it or not, you're still participating in that line of thinking. Do you see what I'm saying? Like whether you like to see your nigga holler at niggas or not, you like to feel like, okay, yo, I got a nigga that's like that nigga. Or like, I know bitches be out here wanting this nigga. Like, so is that in your mind, is that related to like a kink of like, because like I said, it seems like a kink thing if you really break it down, like that a lot of women have. They fetishize they nigga being fetishized.
I could see that. They weird creatures, man.
Like, you see
creatures.
You see what I'm saying though? Like, do you feel me? Like, you like. I want. No, let me know if I'm crazy in the comments, right? You hear what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like all the bitches want a nigga that's him, and of course, him comes with hers. So technically, you knew that before it even started. So the monogamous trope is like, to me, more so societal standard of expectation versus how bitches actually want to be able to move with niggas.
Oh yeah, because I think that that monogamy stuff is out the window for a lot of people. But I mean, she like pushing the borderline of it for real. She not crossing
Well,
She not
again, she
crossing
ain't
the
never
line,
had no
but-
threesome or nothing like that. So that's what, you see what I'm saying? That's what made it crazy to me, because it's like, oh, so you literally just doing this. This is all pump fakes. This is all, well, and crazy enough, one of my homies had did it on the phone, you know, with her or whatever. But it was like just to see type shit. Which again, I'm not opposed to the thought process or the action. It's just like I said, from a crux standpoint, I was just wondering, like, okay, so at the base level, from what I got, at least from the space, all of the chicks wanted at least to know they nigga could be fucking other hoes.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Certain niggas don't like chicks that when they walk around with a nigga might not turn their head. You know.
Look, what I'm saying is, America, a lot of women got a lot of cuck in them. Yeah, it's they have a lot of cuck in them. Actually, they love to see it. They love to see they nigga work a bitch. They love to see it, and you know, I feel like if more women embrace their true nature, once again going back to being your real self, I feel like it'll be more beneficial in the long run for society. Because as many people have said, and I'm not advocating for cheating or anything like that. What I'm advocating for is being complete on what you actually want versus what you're supposed to want. It'd be a bunch of niggas out here chasing bitches that they don't even really, really like, just because that's the type of bitch you gotta have, or it ain't respected. It's like, no, nigga, if you like a dork looking nerd bitch, man, go on love that bitch. Yeah. If that's your thing, you ain't got to have no bad bitch. But you know, again, niggas want somebody to say that's you. You feel me? They want their ego. You feel me? So it's like, so you dealing with these hoes that ain't got nothing in them for real, and you need something totally different, but you, cause that's the, you feel me? If it ain't that, then you post your baddest bitch, right? If you can't do that, then what you doing? Right? And that's the, and it's a lot of niggas, not saying there ain't niggas that don't like them bad bitches, and I ain't saying most niggas don't like bad bitches. I'm saying that, but I am saying that most niggas like a certain type of bitch based off of the societal standard of how bitches are supposed to be. Like, this is a bad bitch, so like nigga can't parade. Like, you see how social media reacts when a nigga's proud of his fat bitch. You see what I'm saying? Or when he proud of his you know what I mean? His not so attractive bitch, and he just posting her. It's like, that nigga girl ugly as a motherfucker. It's like, I guess, like me personally, like, you feel me? Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying I don't look at them and think, okay, well, they could be ugly or whatever, like from an attraction standpoint. But I don't think any less of it, because simply put, like,
yeah, I'm not gonna type it out.
Yeah, like it's that's his bitch. So like, if this nigga smiling like a chess cat, then she what a nigga needed. You feel me? And it's like, nigga,
she doing something. He
right? You feel me? So it's like, do your thing, bro. I can't really, like, he be like you would never hear me get in an argument and be like, nigga, yo, bitch ugly. Like, nigga, it's not really. You feel me? That I feel like, yeah, cause I mean, looks is so fickle, bro. Like, it's a motherfucker that think you the sugar honey iced tea, and then it's a motherfucker that really think you shit.
Yeah. I seen a picture of Pam Anderson recently.
Right.
And I remember back in the day when she was...
Yeah, when she was 27. Right. When she was that bitch, right.
Yeah. That time catch up with you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Shit you can do about it.
And so it's like, yeah, like,
looks
so
could fade. You could gain weight.
So fickle, man. That's it. So it's like, I don't really put too much stock in that shit in my world. Like, I want to be able to say, I like how the bitch look, but I could give a fuck what you think about how my bitch look at this point in my life. I'm not worried like now, does it happen that she might end up being fine than a motherfucker? 9 times out of 10. But the reality is that wasn't a factor. It just kind of happened that way. More like, of course, I'm looking for an attractive woman. To me, it just happens that my attractiveness is also something you find attractive. Mm-hmm. But if she's attractive to me, that doesn't mean that she's always going to be attractive to you, is my point. Even though it mostly aligns, it doesn't have to be 100% because I don't think like that. Like, I can make it work with a, like, you feel me? Like, yeah. As long as I like how the bitch look.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you the one that got to lay down with
right.
him. You the one that got to spend time with him and look at him.
But, you know, like I said, that's a iffy thing, but I just feel like what I got from that, from a Twitter standpoint, it was just like an observation. So it's really like Rick's Corner type shit, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, that's how it was. I'm like, all right, so type time. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what it is, you know? Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool to see if you still got it every now and then, you know, having the freedom to be able to do that. But just going out to do it for no reason, like, yeah, I'm not shooting in the gym for no reason.
I mean,
because then you start
getting what if? That's what. No, again, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Just be like, follow me over here, and they ain't even know exchange of numbers or no shit like that.
I mean, you done
got cool with somebody, and
again, you play stupid games, you gonna win stupid prizes. So, like I said, if you ended it and you not trying to fuck that bitch, stop doing that. Or you don't want him to fuck that bitch, stop doing that. Because, like I told them, man, it's not the issue of the restriction, it's the me factor. Like, I know me. Nigga, I'm not gonna not want to fuck all these bitches. Why would you even want you feel me? Like those are shit. Like, if you, again, not saying it's like crazy to do, because everybody got their, so I'm not kink shaming, but I'm saying in my mind, nigga, I never send my bitch over here to go talk to Chris. Cause the nigga was like, oh yeah, cause niggas said it too. Niggas was like, yeah, like yeah, you like to see your bitch. You know what I'm saying? No, your bitch that bitch. Like, you know, you can see it. Like, niggas looking at my bitch, this and the third. It's like, yeah, I let her see. I see a nigga holler at my bitch. Woo, she turn him down. It's like, oh yeah. Well, niggas try to go holler at her. Well, it's like, oh yeah, can you get him? It's like, yeah, all that shit sound good. Till that bitch, you send that bitch over there to the unknown Jalen Hurts. You feel me? Like, and you thought you was him, and then come to find out he really is. How your hopos turn that down? Y'all pulled up in an Impala. This man came in here in a Phantom.
Yep. Hey man, me and my people, we about to slide.
You feel me? And then you say, oh, that's that. Did the bitch look? That's really your car. And she thinking about it, she got to be back in this shit.
You just standing there like shit, man.
You can't fuck with this nigga.
Y'all niggas was about to go to Whataburger. This nigga.
You couldn't fuck with a, listen, you couldn't fuck with a picture of this nigga. That's my boy. Like, yo. Like you said, we could go to Whataburger. Yo, you finna go to Whataburger in this motherfucking Malibu. This nigga going home, curated shelf type life. Yeah. How your bitch supposed to be doing that for real?
Nigga, let me see that nigga.
Yeah, how your bitch supposed to be doing that for real? How she supposed to really in her heart mean that?
I got Salt Bay to stay extra hours.
Right, you feel me? Like, you know how she supposed to really ignore that nigga? You think she gonna be, how long you think she gonna be able to ignore that?
He gonna cook the steaks in front of us.
Right.
And he gonna sprinkle the shit right in front of you.
Right, type shit. How long that supposed to last?
He gonna take a picture with you.
If we being real.
You can throw it up on the ground. Yeah. Niggas ain't gonna be able to make it, man.
Like,
Cause that's dumb shit for real. Or what?
for real, for real. Like, if you think about nigga, yeah. But like I said, it's just different stroke for different folks. So I ain't gonna judge it too much. I'm just, from a subject standpoint, I thought
if you do it, hey, go test your shit out right now and see. Like every now and then. But if it's like a every time you go out type thing, then you might be into some shit.
even if it's not, it's like I said, it's just Russian roulette. You never know who you walking up on. And I don't mean that not just from a look standpoint, because like I said, most of the time, you would think if you want to see if your partner can get somebody, you're gonna want to see them go get somebody that's attractive, at least in a conventional sense. So not even in that fact, I'm talking about personality. Like there's some people out here you meet and it's like, damn, I feel like I knew you for 1,000 years. Like, and you feel me? Like on the first whatever, that shit happens. And it's like, why would you want to keep playing? Like, cause like all that monogamy shit, it's like, no, you choose who you want to be with, man. Like if we being real. If you like a bitch, you just choosing to be there. Because like really you could do that with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, not like I'm trying to diminish nobody's situation or make somebody in it like less. I'm saying it's so many people in the world that even though your bitch is rare, it's at least 10 of her, no matter who she is. It's a bitch that would have been just as good for you. That's not her, is what I'm saying. We see this, right? People that get married, their spouse die, they get remarried, right? It happens, right? Like, so I'm not, again, that's not me insulting marriages or demeaning anyone. I'm just saying from that, just to set the baseline of it. But because of that, it's like, why would you, even though it's like that, every person is still unique, right? So it's like, even though it's 10 of y'all that might be good, one of y'all might actually like Yu-Gi-Oh! All y'all gonna be, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem.
Yeah.
His bitch favorite pastimes is sucking dick and watching anime. It's a tough bargain for a nigga to be like, yeah. If that's what he into, even if he got you feel me? Because you might not be into that. Y'all just got a good life. She don't like the shit you like, whatever, and it's fine. Because that happens. Like, you don't have to like everything your spouse likes, et cetera. Like,
You would never do that. Like, not everything.
Right.
Like, so, I'll click on some shit, but.
Right, which is, it is more like, but that's what I'm saying. But theoretically, it's a person out there that might click more. Why would you want to be playing roulette with that? I'm saying from an ego standpoint, right? This is my ego. I'm talking, right? I'm saying, look, protect the castle at all costs. You sending your bitch out here like it ain't other niggas. Niggas be for real. Nigga, your bitch, every time your bitch out, you gotta reinforce everything you said. You gotta brainwash your bitch damn near to believe like I'm that nigga, regardless, like I'm more than, because like Chris, we don't got the most in the money in the world.
Yeah.
We know that. Like, so it's a nigga out there that could do more for your bitch than you can. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something else, player. The hook got to be something else. These niggas that be running around like, I'm just saying, you can't play with the money game. That's why I never was a trick. Because the reality is you can't, you get me like, you nigga, it's bigger dick bankroll, she gone then. That's where the Scarface is out of there. If that's the case.
Yeah.
But, so what you don't want to do is, even if that's the case, you got your pimping, your propaganda, you never see no motherfucker play and see, well, because your propaganda might be great and it might work on your bitch, but his propaganda might be great too. And he might have an extra benefit. You gotta play for keeps, nigga. Some niggas might say, "Oh, that's insecure." Listen. The art of war is strategizing and knowing how to play based off of who your opponent is. If you out here, you see what I'm saying, testing the waters with shit like this, don't be surprised when you get caught by a shark. That's all I can say. Mm-hmm. You out here just jumping in the ocean like it's all good. Do your thing. That's the reason why I was like, yeah. Well, a lot of that's, cause listen, while you do it, it's gonna get, like I said, the probability goes up every time. There's a lot of shit a nigga could be doing. There's a lot of shit a nigga should be doing. A lot of shit a nigga should not be doing. And that's one of the shit not. Yeah, don't be letting your bitch all up in front of people trying to, you crazy nigga. Yeah, you niggas be out here wild. Oh, that's on me. What, nigga? I'm trying to keep my bitch in the, nigga, turn my bitch TV off, nigga. Mm-hmm. Seclude that bitch. The fuck?
That nigga Drake say Katy, Texas.
Yeah, bro. You out here just parading the listen. The more you listen, the more homies you introduce her to, even it, you gotta watch. And I'm not talking about no hater shit. I'm talking about what happens. We done seen it. Nigga homeboy and his bitch fucking. What happened? You introduced them. For what? What y'all need to be homies for? What? Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying she can't know your people or nothing like that, but your girl ain't got to be homies with all your homies. And vice versa. Mm-hmm. Nigga can know I got a bitch and have never seen her. Or you done seen her and that's all you ever did. On a picture or some shit. You ain't never met the bitch. For what? You don't need to meet my bitch. For what?
Yeah.
What earthly purpose does it solve for you, my club homie, to meet my bitch? When I say club homie, I mean we usually only kick it like going to the club or something. We don't. You feel me?
You might have met him through somebody else.
Right, you get me? Cool. Like we cool and we cool. We at the club, we at brunches, something like that. But we don't really be sitting at the crib playing video games together. So why the fuck do you? Hey, this is my girl right here, bro. Like, well, what you bringing your bitch with you for the? Nigga, is you retarded? I don't know, man. I just be like, I don't be getting certain shit. Like I said, baby, some people gonna say that's like, that's strict, whatever. It's just, listen, life about choices.
Dudes could go to brunches.
Shit, we went to a brunch.
We had women with us though.
Oh, when you talking about like solo brunch? Yeah, niggas go to brunches all the time. Yeah, that's where the hoes at. That's just common sense. Why would niggas not go? That's why they call them Chelsea boots the brunch boots for niggas.
I ain't been in the game in a minute, so
yeah, that's what they call
I didn't
brunch
know.
boots. Yeah.
That was the new club.
That's the new spot for sure. Get you a brunch fit, man. Yeah, Saturday and Sundays. Yeah, hit that bitch up. It's
I be going to brunches because
it's easy work, and it's but it's gonna be expensive though for sure because they got it crazy with this brunch shit. Mm-hmm. Like crazy with this brunch shit. Bitch be talking about they be going to brunch spending $250. What?
I can see that.
It's not enough eating in the world. But that's what I'm saying. It's price to be like.
Because it depends on what type of drinks you get and all that.
Catfish and waffles.
Oh, that should be like $30, nigga.
Right.
I mean, that's still expensive for catfish and waffles, but
right, or some shit crazy shit like that. They get a side of oysters.
It's probably 25-ish.
Right, 2 side of oysters. That's 55 right there. Like it's like, nigga, for some eggs? Eggs? We should. Zulu, lay down.
You know, niggas getting the lamb chops and the fucking.
Yeah, I take some lamb chops and eggs, but
that's
like
probably a good 40, 50-ish.
Right, which is kind of crazy. Like, It's tax.
Especially if they ain't the thick lamb chops. Niggas be trying to do that shit with them little skinny ass lamb chops. Boy, you better take these motherfuckers back, bro. Like,
bro, nigga be trying to say them lit. I'm like, damn, well, they married? This the like they be trying to say you so lit. Just the lit hair, like damn, you bite one of them bitches like a nugget. Like,
yeah. I don't be getting lamb chops at places unless I see a picture of them or if I see somebody else in the restaurant with them. Because if you bring out them little lambs,
I'm gonna be mad.
One bite, boy, this nigga, I paid $45 for this nigga.
One bite. Listen, that was saying you be eating a bit like it's just like medallions on sticks. Eat that bitch like feel like you eat that hoe like Nutty Professor. If it's so tiny, you know when you big at that little chicken, it's like, damn, that was not full. That I'm not full. Like I am not full. Like nigga had to get like 2 racks of lamb on that shit. Nigga, that's why it end up being just to get a full. And it's like nigga, what? For some eggs? Nah, can't see it. I was just saying. Off the flip side, I'm good to the motherfucker. I'm gooder than a bitch, cuz. What else we got? We got anything else?
Chris Brown.
What up?
Is suing some company that did a documentary on him. Talk about like how he like still abusive and all this shit. $500 million.
No, he's suing Warner Brothers.
I think it's Warner Brothers Discovery. If I'm not mistaken.
We ain't gonna be mistaken. We finna look this shit up.
I think it's the Discovery one because they the ones that do like that's the little. I pass by their studio every time I'm out there, pretty much. I don't know how I did remember that shit, but yeah, Warner Brothers Discovery, $500 million defamation.
Well, yeah, they suing Ample LLC and Warner Brothers, accusing them of defamation for producing a documentary titled Chris Brown, A History of Violence. The lawsuit claims the documentary spreads false allegations of heinous acts, including sexual assault, which have been proven discredited in court. So, more than likely, he's finna get this money. But, first things first, what I found interesting was the dichotomy in how they reacted to Chris Brown's suit versus Drake's suit. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm just leave that right there because that's a totally different conversation, and we can have that another time. We gotta have that one today. But yeah. So Chris Brown is suing Warner Brothers as an artist for defamation based off of works produced by another party in conjunction with somebody else. For the record, Drake is suing UMG for defamation and false accusations in regards to conjunction with pushing another party's information, narrative, or product. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna just leave that right there, and I'm gonna just say, go look at how one was reacted to, then the other one was reacted to, and then tell me what makes it different.
One nigga used Tupac's voice to tell the other nigga
No.
to, hey, tell him that he like young girls. I heard it on Button Pod. It gotta be true or whatever he said. Like you asked for a nigga to say the shit that he said about you.
Yeah, no. But he's suing the label, and the defamation portion of it is still based off of the accusations of heinous acts. The people Chris Brown are beefing with aren't artists. That's the only difference. All I'm saying is
So if Kendrick would have been like, man, fuck this shit, this nigga said he beat my wife. I beat my wife, like, my kid is my business partners.
And I think if he would have sued, they'd have been like, yeah, get his ass. I do. Just like they are with Chris Brown. Like I said, it's all just depending on who the public people want to see win and want to see lose. Mm-hmm. That's the crux of that. Like, I truly believe.
I just think suing from
I
a
believe.
rap beef is whack.
No, I think it's whack altogether. I think any of those like type of lawsuits. Now, what Chris Brown is doing, I don't think that's whack. I think that's actually very commendable, and I want to say this on record. I love the fact that he's doing it and that it's already going public because this needs to be seen. And I hope the media coverage on it, which it probably will be because it's a $500 million suit, would be vast and that it follows it throughout because this is what niggas need to do. This is what niggas need to be doing. Because the media, the way media has been able to frame narratives around a lot of people is dangerous stuff. Especially, I'm glad he's suing for such a high number because, listen, if a girl was to accuse Chris Brown of something right now, based off of the media's propagation of him, you are inclined to believe there's a possibility that it happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, we just seen this documentary and then all these women just came out the woodwork and now it's like, bro.
And they've done that with so many black men of power. They make these documentaries before the people even go to court. Diddy already got a documentary, several surviving.
Hulu is going crazy with the Diddy documentaries, nigga.
Like he hasn't even been to court. Like when you think about it.
And they doing more people documentaries too. It's like, I don't know if TMZ got something to do with it, but like it's like soon as something happened, that same week or the next week, it's a documentary about
right, and it's like, bro, and even like the Luigi nigga, all of that. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, so again, they already made it a survivor. What happens if he don't get found guilty? What is that? What is that whole documentary then?
fuel for that nigga to come get some of his money that he lost back.
That's all. Because that's, again, the same thing Chris Brown is saying. Look, from a court standpoint, he's already dealt with all of any of his criminal situations completely at this point. And at this point, the Rihanna and him situation is what? 10, 15 years old, some shit like that?
Yeah, that was like, what, 2008, 2009?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
maybe 2010?
10, 15 years old. Bare minimum. So we're talking about some shit that happened a half of our lifespan damn near ago. And then, so when you get to talking about it, like, a nigga was able to move on, and y'all still putting out stuff like this? Even then or now, or in general, because again, it was already handled a certain way. Now, you add to that, bless you.
Appreciate it.
You add to that, hold on, what the fuck? Maybe he starts. What the fuck is this? Somebody in there or something? Maybe it's this fucking ass. I'm moving this fucking thing. That's what it is, probably. But you add to that the fact that think about how this impacted his career trajectory. And he's made a lot of big records, a lot of big money. But think about who he could have been without the Rihanna situation.
Yeah. Because, like, in the public eye, he not, like, top tier, but,
right.
Like, this nigga do arena tours. Like, this nigga got $1,000 meet and greets.
That gets paid happily. These people be on these motherfucking videos.
The meet and greet plus the ticket.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. And he's getting it. No, I'm talking about they smiling ear to ear.
That's like $1,500.
Niggas letting they bitch pose. Niggas letting they, again, crazy shit. Niggas letting his bitch pose with Chris Brown. Crazy, suggestive ways and shit. Crazy work. Once again, but listen, do your thing, man. If that's what you into, I can't shame it. But nonetheless, yeah, from a media standpoint, think about, and then you gotta sit there and think about this too. Court case wise, Chris Brown doesn't have any of those. Like Chris Brown, like that, he got like a domestic violence, like you know what I mean. So like, he doesn't have those. So like so from a conversation standpoint, this could never be nothing more than speculation. Because what are you proving it from?
Yeah.
Because the nigga came up, Chris Brown beat my ass. You see how easy it was for me to say that? What was my motivation to do it? Just to prove a point.
Yeah, I think something happened out here like a year or so ago in Dallas where like it was he did have to show out here and like somebody did something.
Well, right, but that's what I'm saying. I just said it just to prove a point. Now, add some commas and add a comma and some zeros to that. You wouldn't get on a documentary and say Chris Brown was a fucked up nigga for $50,000? You probably wouldn't, right? Because you YNHT. But is there a nigga that would? Is there a bitch that would? Is there a bitch that could be suggested that she feel that way?
Yeah. I mean, that nigga my favorite artist. Like, so I probably wouldn't.
No. And I get that. All right. But
there's some niggas out here
that'll do him in for the 50K. Easily.
Man, I was out here in LA and that nigga threw a bottle at me.
Because it's already speculatory based off of like how you feel. Because it's how you interpret it. It could have been a situation, and they again, I'm not saying these people are just not in no proximity. They just going plucking random niggas and saying somebody like me. Well, what I'm talking about, but you could talk to somebody and be like, hey, you know, he has a history of doing this. Ooh.
We seen you in this picture,
right?
You
and that might make
background,
right.
Just
that might make you feel like, oh, I did notice something that night. He did do something. Or I thought that was weird. Or you feel me? Yeah. And because like you be like, oh, well, and that's just how your brain works. And we know this. People suggestive conversation, suggestive programming. We know that's a thing. We know you can make a motherfucker remember something a certain way by presenting it a certain way. We know that to be a fact already.
And if you hear enough about somebody, you will believe what they say. Like, I heard this one story about that nigga Kanye in, like, a L.A. club where that nigga just, like, grabbed the mic and just started talking. And, like,
Chris Brown said it. That shit was funny as hell to me.
But he didn't say who it was, but you could tell by the story, like, somebody else ended up telling the story, too. And they was like, yeah, it was Kanye. But just, like, off them niggas, like, telling it, like, you could assume that it's him, and then you could run with it, and it might have been somebody else. But I mean, shit, the way they told it had to be that nigga.
If Kanye, you know, prime example, that's why I said this is big, because if Kanye has the same notion of mind, do you know how many companies and things have wrote think pieces on things Kanye West has done that could be considered slanderous, libel, or defamation?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? What would that lawsuit look like, right? Like, that'll be what, $1 billion, $2 billion lawsuit he'll put up? If Chris Brown doing $500 million, I could see him doing a $10 billion lawsuit. If Chris Brown doing $500 million. Because, again, you got to think about... Well,
yeah, he was once a billionaire. He
is a billionaire.
Still?
Yes. They just confirmed it. It's been confirmed.
Oh, I didn't know he was still up there.
I knew he was still up there. Listen, go check my tweets if you think I'm lying. I knew he was still up there. Because, one, Adidas had to pay him to get him out of the contract. That still got to be a buyout.
Oh, yeah, because they closed it and they cut him off and then they bought it back so they could sell all the shit.
Right. As per...
he got some new shit coming out.
Right. Currently, as per... I'm trying to see who confirmed it. I forgot the name of the firm. And I want to say it correctly. Where am I? 26 my Fago. Who said this shit? I don't know what he did, but he did something, and that shit worked. But I can't. I'm trying to see who it is. I forgot who reported it first, but I know Forbes confirmed it. It's another one. But he's currently worth $2.77 billion net worth. Confirmed by Forbes. Confirmed by Ample, I think. Confirmed. I was just trying to see who the person was, because it was like an LLC company. Like somebody, I guess, that do appraisals or some shit. Not like Google net worth. It was like somebody that actually does the asset calculations or whatever. And they confirm for sure, mathematically and factually through data, that he is $2.77 billion net worth.
That nigga definitely like leading the charge, man. I see a lot of the NBA players like following his lead and shit. Like even like a nigga like Spencer Dinwiddie got his own like shoe like independently. Fucking Kyrie.
Well, yeah,
and all the niggas.
Currently Kanye is richer than Jay-Z. He's the richest rapper alive right now. $2.77 billion, like from rap and other shit. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, think about, so if he worth 2.77 right now, imagine what he could have been worth. Yeah. That's why I said 10 billion ain't off the table in my eyes. And if you could, like I said, and think about the process of what that produces from an artistry standpoint. You're talking about now these artists are holding these labels to a certain situation or standard. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to think, if you're a corporate person, you can't just do certain shit a certain way. So that helps in the long run the overall image of all black dudes. And that's what I'm getting at. Because you got to sit and think, and this is what I was talking about, I've been talking about, and that's why I said I'm so glad they fight back. The media does a lot that people don't realize. Like, again, if Chris Brown, Diddy, R. Kelly, whoever else you want to throw in there, Jay-Z, whoever, all our top figure people from a media standpoint, again, Kanye West is the richest rapper alive right now.
Of all time.
Of all time right now. Before that, of course, it was Jay-Z. So at the current time, before they just confirmed, when Jay-Z was the richest rapper ever, he was being accused of sexual assault and things per the media, right? Lawsuits, whatever you want to call it. So what is the trickle-down effect of imagery on the average black dude if the billionaire black dude is a degenerate? And we be so gung-ho to just run with the narratives and let TMZ just put shit out like this. You know what I mean? We don't give a fuck. And it's like, bro, do you think about how like that make, like if Bill Cosby and all these guys is just sexual predators, what's the average black dude's thought? Like, and I'm saying that from not you experiencing it as a black dude. Think about from a media standpoint, a lot of people get their imagery and their understanding of a lot of different cultures through media. Yeah. It's a lot of white people, a lot of black people, a lot of Chinese people, a lot of Mexican people, etc., that literally haven't met a certain demographic of people in enough abundance to really have a real gauge of them outside of what the media has taught them about those people.
Yep.
So the UK and all this shit where they don't even never been over, all they know is a lot of black dudes in America get rich and get accused of rape and shit like that. That's what they know. That's why a lot of these people have these opinions of us. And we be like, what the fuck? You got to think about the media when you talk about consumption. People don't think about it that way because we in it, right? So we on Twitter just laughing it up. Yeah, no Diddy. Woo, 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 woo. But from an outside in standpoint, all people that have never met any of you niggas know is a lot of you niggas are weird.
That nigga in a Rico by himself.
Bro, you hear me? Did it just so they have to charge him directly.
That nigga's in a Rico by himself.
I
bro.
told you they did the same thing to R. Kelly. And I told you when they did it to R. Kelly, what I told you. Rick was right. I told you what they was going to do. Go back and look at the episodes if you think I'm bullshit. That's why I like doing these hoes. Because this shit like a documentary of a nigga life, damn near. Go back. I told y'all when R. Kelly got them 30 years on that Rico, watch and see don't they use that bitch again. Because that's a precedent. They now have a precedent to say we have this form of how we can use a RICO against artists. We just put Diddy as the kingpin of the bad boy corporation that's now the gang. Same exact scenario. They made Bad Boy the Mafia. They make Diddy Al Capone. RICO.
The Al Capone and sex crimes.
Yes, they make Diddy, yes. That way, but see, the reason why they do it that way, because see, they would have charged him directly, he would have beat the case easily, because that never happened. A lot of this shit probably never happened. But when it's a RICO, all you got to do is prove conspiracy, technically. You don't actually have to prove anything happened. You just have to prove that something could have happened, which is stupid. It is crazy to me that we as people aren't more up in arms like, bro, that should not be a law. If me and you think about going to LA to buy some weed that we gonna bring back to Texas to smoke for ourselves, and we talk about it out loud, Rico. Because out loud, you conspired with another defendant to commit crimes across state lines, the federal RICO, by the statute of how you can charge a RICO. We don't have to go to California. We don't have to have purchased tickets or any of that. We just have to have made the effort. And the effort could simply be us calling a friend to ask him what are the current prices of weed and how much would it cost for me to get a pound of it. Now, should you go to jail if you purchase a pound of weed and you trap across state lines or whatever? Pull by the legal statute, yes, I get it. You procured an illegal item in a means to make it a gain on an illegal product. Cool, completely understand that. But I didn't. I didn't do any of that. All I did was talk to a friend and ask him some questions and whoa. But that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. Which is crazy. So, are they going to is Diddy going to jail? For sure. Because it's zero chance you can beat that.
Yeah. Ain't no telling how long he gonna get, but
there's zero chance he can beat that. No one could beat that. That's why most niggas plead out 98% of the time. Cause how can you listen? I told y'all the story the other day. I had to rewatch it. I forgot the nigga name already. But it was a mafia nigga. Nigga sold a nigga. Nigga got out of jail. Bought a half an ounce of coke. It was dog shit coke. That's what he said. He gave it to a friend to sell to him. The friend was selling to an undercover agent. He never met the undercover agent. But when the guy bought it, he said, I want 3 more of them. And he was like, well, we'll see what's up. And he came back and told the guy what he said. And the guy told him, don't work with that nigga, he a police. He didn't listen. And then, of course, they built the case off of that nigga selling shit to him. Whoa, whoa. Fast forward, he goes to court. They charged that nigga, and he got 10 years on a RICO for 3 kilos of cocaine because the nigga told another nigga, I want 3 of them, and that nigga said, we'll see what we can do. And he never met the officer. 10 years. Think about the fact that he claimed cocaine after the fact. If it's not that, this is this nigga cocaine, and he's in a car with this nigga. I've never met this nigga. This nigga got 10 years in prison on a RICO.
It's a dirty game, man.
Officer, my fault. Officer 1, suspect 1. Not a plug. The nigga got out of jail and had a half an ounce of coke. We talking $600 worth of coke. 1 to 2 years max on a regular charge. Right? You know what I mean? Probably a 5-year sentence. You know how I go. Plead out 60. You do 12 and a quarter or whatever the fuck. 10 years on a RICO. 10. For 3 kilos of cocaine that he never even had or had the ability to get. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, nigga, he's like, nigga, 3 keys of cocaine, nigga, that's $120,000 for a nigga that has $600 worth of cocaine. Of shitty cocaine, according to him.
It's fucked up out here.
He got charged for 3 keys, bro. Cause the police officer told another nigga he wanted 3 keys, bro. But he didn't even say 3 keys. He said 3 of them on the recording. He never specified. It could have been ounces or whatever. When he came to court, they allowed him to say he meant. Swear to God, on record, he say he meant keys. Whether they interpreted that or not, that's what he meant. And that's why he got charged with 3 keys of cocaine. Because he told another nigga he wanted 3 of them, and in his mind, he meant kilos. So when he came to court, the judge sided with him because in his mind, he meant kilos. This nigga got 10 years from that. Not the nigga he did it with. The nigga that never met him got 10 years because in his mind, he asked for 3 keys of cocaine. In his mind, though.
Yeah.
He didn't even say it. He was allowed in court to say that's what he meant on record, which is the interpretation. What I meant was, and that's a testimony. That nigga got 10 years, Dubz.
That's why I never.
That shit make you kill a guard. Fuck it, we gonna go get life in this bitch. I'm gonna shank this nigga as soon as he open the door. I hate the world. What? 10 years? He was literally just trying to get $1,200. 10 years.
It's crazy out here, man.
And once again, should he have been charged for a crime? Absolutely. 10 years on a RICO for 3 keys of cocaine he never possessed or had the ability to?
Yeah.
This like me or you, right? Nigga, I don't know a nigga that, I know niggas that serve work. I don't know if a nigga can get me 3 keys of cocaine. So I effectively have 0 ways right now, currently, today, right now, to get 3 keys of cocaine. It's like me or you getting charged. You see what I'm saying? Like, we never even had the means to do it.
Yeah.
We literally never had the means to do it. Crazy shit, ain't it?
Hell yeah.
I couldn't have accomplished this even if I wanted to. And I didn't even want to. Because the crazy thing is, Dubz, he never did business with that nigga or the police. He never did any business with the police, ever met him. That was the only time he ever did business with him. When he gave him that work, he told him that nigga was a police and he stopped fucking with him. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the nigga you met one time, like 2 years ago, and now you in a 10-year RICO.
Couldn't be me, nigga. I'm not fucking around. Fuck that shit.
Because you sold this nigga $600 worth of cocaine. And he came back and told you what he wanted. And you told him, no, I don't want to do that. And he went on record and told them that. Like in his statement, when they charged him, he told them, he told me not to mess with y'all. He still got conspiracy. Ain't that a bitch? Listen, man. Pull Up Podcast, episode 124, man. YNHT Films on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Check out everything we got going on. We're moving up. We got shit on the way. More things in the works, as always. I am the Rick Code. You can follow me on all platforms. RICKCODE.
It's your boy Dubz 817.
That is DUBZ 817. Follow him on all platforms. Check us out. Check out everything we got to offer. And as always, make sure you
Pull up.
And for that, we take a motherfucking cheers and we say, pull up.
Yes, sir. I want to, before we step out, I want to give a shout out to Unique Red, a female artist from San Antonio. You know what I'm saying?
Who was that?
She got posted on Say Cheese like a year or so ago, and I started following her from then. And she, you know what I'm saying, was talking about how she wanted to do more shit. So I reached out to her, you know what I'm saying, and we've been chopping it up about doing some shit. She got a nice little following. She did a song with one of the niggas that used to run with Mo3. So she could rap for real too. So
how you spell it?
Unique Red. I think it's on Instagram. It is the number 48 Unique Red 2.0, or you could just search Unique Red spelled the regular way.
Okay, I'll see it. Gotcha. Shout out to her. Cheers again. And we out.